Good morning. Pleasant Baba Battles. Still gonna go with the adventure. Still gonna go Bag of Giving. Currently on the platinum to diamond grind. Let's go. Hand on the bow. I reckon that's what we're gonna be doing. Or a banana as well. Why not? I think we roll once. Max health could be good. We have no mana. I don't know if we want the wand over more garlic for more damage early on. I think we do want the wand. So I reckon... Doesn't need to be in this bag, to be fair. Bag of Giving. Items of all classes are offered in the shop. Shop entered, spend all your gold to generate random items. Class items inside activates. Gain 0.1 maximum stamina. We shouldn't have a stamina issue right off the bat, so that should be fine. Banana, bow, dagger, broom, and a rock. We'll probably lose because I've got a broom. We might not. If we can pump rejuvenation. Yeah, right. Happy days. A fanny pack. Let's got a thorn whip. Box of riches and some gems. Do we immediately get rid of the pan? I think we do. Epic. We have a 1% chance to gain an epic. We've already got an epic. That's hilarious. I think we probably want to do something like that. Banana can go in. Broccoli as well. Then we put lifesteal and poison. Got a garlic. Don't think we need it. We'll save our gold for the next round. They've already got a Shelly. Crazy. Mushroom, broom, and a buckler. They might win, they might not. We should ramp spikes. Their poison's going to probably... Oh, no. That whip deals damage. God damn. 21 damage. Crazy. Okay. Good lord. What do we have? We put that in there. It's got a 2.2 second cooldown. That has a 1.7, so that's going to inflict more poison than the whip. We've got a healing bag. We've got a healing item. This bag, items inside heal 20% more. Start a battle, we gain 7 maximum health. You, every 2.4 seconds, cleanse a debuff. If you have no debuffs, we heal for 8. We've also got a squirrel, which is pretty good. Again, we've only got a 5% chance to gain an epic. This on hit steals a random buff, triggers 15% faster for each pet or food, and it has a 0 stamina cost. So here, I kind of feel like we get rid of the bow. Can we do better? Probably not. You're just going to have to live there. I kind of want the squirrel in. I think... do we sell the bow? I also want false life. Why didn't they combine? Not sure. I could have swore we put them into combine last turn. Okay. I guess we can move you up one. Broccoli can go there. Banana can go there. Scroll can go there, and we get the archer in here. I kind of want it touching the broccoli as well. We're not going to be able to, that's fine. We have 1 bag space left. I think we put this into cleanse debuffs. We don't put the poison in. We keep the bow. We sell the garlic. We sell the sand. We will also sell the gem to buy false life. And I guess you're going to live here instead of the gem. Alright, send it. Pretty happy about that. We could have put it a bit better, like the broccoli could have gone here. But we do want this healing, especially when it heals for 10 every 2.4 seconds. That's kind of a crazy heal. We're also gaining max health because we're obviously full. Yeah, I think this is pretty good right now. They've only got 2 rocks and a heal, a max heal, and a spike shield. Alright, so yeah, I just realised we're going to win this. Okay. Pandemonium. Don't need you. What's going to sell you? We've got a twine. Twine could be good. What does twine do for the box of riches? We need a piggy bank. That's going to generate 2 gypstones every turn, so that could be good. We also don't want to make a boomerang. Rope could also be good, but we only have the 1 twine. A chili would also be good. Every 4.8 seconds we gain a heat and we heal for 5, and if we have at least 10 heat, we cleanse a debuff. We do want bag space. I think at this point in time we can sell the bow safely. This has now turned into a regular ruby, 15% lifesteal. I'm gonna say, I think 10% faster attack speed is probably gonna be better on this, so it ramps quicker. I do want the chili for 5. I think we buy the chili for 5 and roll for bag space. We didn't see bag space, so we're gonna hold on to the chili. I've just realised you can probably live there, so you heal for more, and then you can live there instead. No, that's not going to work. Alright, never mind. We'll just do that for now. I can't work out how we can get these 2 bag slots to be better. You can go there, it's fine. You can go there. Next turn, if we find bag space, we'll put you back in. Yeah, alright, we'll send it. Have some coffee in this fight. Crazy, that missed twice. This I was going to expect to ramp quicker, especially when they got 2 spike shields. Crazy. I think because this missed twice right off the start, we kind of ramped better than they did. We also gained a bunch of health and, rejuvenation and heat. I was hoping for some bag space. Ooh, is this better? It is a legendary, and we do currently have a 5% chance to gain a legendary. This removes 2 random buffs from the opponent, and during battle rage, it additionally heals for 8. Deals +1 damage for each buff you remove from your opponent. This might be better than this whip. This is gains 1 spike on hit. Deals +1 damage per spike. It's a 4 to 9. This is a 4 to 9. 2.1 stamina cost. This is 2.2 stamina cost. 80% accuracy, 85% accuracy. 2.4 cooldown, 2.2 cooldown. So this is a bit faster. This stripping 2 random buffs means it's going to gain 2 damage every time they remove a buff. So I think that is actually probably better than the whip we currently have. Chain Whip is also an upgraded version of the Thorn Whip. Bloodthorn could be nice. Thorn Bloom could be nice. This is also gaining max health, so this could be something that we want eventually. However, crazy that we found in the scroll, and we want both of these. I think we sell this for 4. We sell the clover for 1. You can switch with that. We sell this for 1 as well, and that's going to give us 6 gold. We put you there, and we buy another scroll. This is now going to give us more max health. It's now going to heal for 20 every 2.4 seconds. I think that's very good. What do you turn into? You do turn into a Lanternberry. You have a 20% chance to protect each buff, your buffs, from removal. 3% chance for extra light items. Every 3 seconds we use a mana to cleanse 3 debuffs, and if we have no debuffs we gain a luck and a rejuvenation. That could be really good. It isn't a heal, however. And we also have the Cat Spirit Companion, which is also a legendary, 5% chance. Lol. Items have a 25% crit chance, and every 4 seconds we use a mana to gain 1 luck and a empower, which will further scale this weapon. Is this where we get rid of the squirrel? This is stealing a random buff. This is stripping 2 random buffs, and when it strips buffs, we gain a damage for every buff we strip. So I think at this point in time, we do actually get rid of the squirrel, and we put the cat in. This is now giving our weapon a 25% crit chance, which I think is huge. This doesn't need to be in a fanny pack, but I guess it's also kind of okay to be in a fanny pack, so it triggers quicker. I don't think this needs to trigger quicker. And then we've got the 1 gemstone up here. We have 1 bag space. We can't do anything with that 1 bag space. So I think we are going to sell the squirrel. Yes, that is correct play. And I think we buy this. And I don't know if we want to combine these items straight away or not. We currently gain no mana. Is there a way? I mean, I guess technically we could take out the banana and put this in. So we actually have the mana regen. So this can actually spend mana. Items use 4 stamina, use 1 mana to regenerate 1 stamina. I guess we could also put you in like this. And then we can put the chili in there so we're still gaining the extra heal. And then these two will combine. I think that's okay. We'll hold on to everything we've got. Or no, we won't. We'll just sell everything here. And that's going to give us 7 gold plus 11 gold, so 18 gold next turn for random items. I think that is probably the play. I'll be very shocked if we lose this. Hero Sword, Bow, and they've already got a Mrs. Struggles because they also have a Bag of Giving, so they're going to be stripping all of our buffs every 4.3 seconds, 1 of every buff. We're not really gaining a lot of every buff, so yeah. It is going to strip everything because we're going to gain like 1 of every buff every like 4 or 5 seconds, and that's stripping 1 of every buff. Max health is increasing. This is doing work. It's stripping all their buffs. I think that crit for 52 at the end. 22 to 27, 25% crit chance. Very nice. Okay. We now have a Lantern Berry. This doesn't need to be in the healing bag. But I still think we put it in the healing bag. Nope, it's probably better there. And then this wants to be like... If we put you there and we spin you around like that, you can now go here so you heal for more. We should have done that originally. That was crazy that we didn't do that. And now this is hitting both of the light items, the whip and the scroll, which gives us an additional 6% chance for our buffs to not be removed. You can go on the whip like so. You can come down. No, it doesn't matter. I guess we can put a sand in like so. I would like the heart container, but I think we probably want to turn it into a heart shield. So I guess that's what we're now looking for. Don't need the potion flask, so we're going to sell that for 5. We'll roll once for bag space. There's some bag space. We'll grab it. We'll put you here. You can move across. No, that's incorrect. We need a bag space here. How would we do this? Because I want the heart container slightly in that bag. We could move the fanny pack down. You want to be here. The scroll is healing us for more. It's also triggering 30% faster because it's touching the 3 light items that we have. They're the only 3 light items, so that works perfectly. The chili is no longer gaining attack speed or an additional heal, but I think that's okay to be outside of those bags. This doesn't actually have a heal on it. My mistake. We'll just do that. Okay. That's touching 3 things accidentally. That's touching 2 things. He wants to touch the heart container. So instead, we put the heart container here. Spin you around like that. Whoops. And then we move you in 1. So now, yeah, that's touching the 3 things. That's touching 3 things. We can probably put you in the fanny pack as well, so you're a little bit quicker. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't need to be on the sand, but it can go that way around. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Send it. Double Shelly with a potion. Crazy. Burning Blade, so you're going to gain loads of heat. We are going to be stripping your heat. Happy days. We almost hit 7 rejuvenation, I believe, to make this proc. We were 1 off, that's fine. Ooh. This gives us 45 max health. This is kind of bonkers in the bag. Early on, at least. 40% chance to resist debuffs for 4 seconds at the start of battle might be good. especially if they have stuff like at the start of battle debuff. And on hit, 25% chance to stun for 0.5 seconds with a 3-second cooldown. That means that every other hit, this has a chance to stun. Don't know how big stunning is. And we also have a Ruby Whelp. Start of battle, we gain 4 heat and we reflect 3 debuffs. I would very much like to put this in. It also goes with Twine. Oh, we probably want a Goob. We want to make this dude. This dude's crazy, the Dragon Knight. We did see a Goob last round as well. That kind of sucks. We are gaining mana, so you want to go in there. So we gain 2 armor for every 5 mana we gain. We could reduce our opponent's healing. I don't think we need to. I think we sell this for 1 and we send it. I'm actually going to roll once for a Goob. We didn't see a Goob. Do we want to reserve a mana orb in a bag? You know what, we will. And we just need to find a Goob. Yeah, I think we send this. I think this was fine. Everything was set up nicely for this. They're about to get Bloodthorn, whatever it's called. They've also got a Bloody Dagger, which is gaining more Vampirism. It's also healing for 4 every time it hits. We are gaining more max health than they are armor. So I think we should be alright here. We're about to hit 7 rejuvenation. There's the 7 rejuvenation. That's given us 100 max health, 2 in power, and it's increased our healing by 15%. Okay. Oh my god, we got a Ruby Chunk as well. We're Jesus. Refund 25% of the buffs used. I'm just going to put you here a second. The cat can go in that bag. And I think this can go in that bag. You can also go in the bag. Nothing else is costing us anything. So I actually think this probably wants to live here. You want to be spun around. You can go back in. You can go back in. And then we have loads of bag space. So I guess we just do something like that for a second. You can stay in there. The chili also wants... Oh, the chili is in the healing bag. That's fine. Gain a heat on hit. When you have at least 12 heat, 30% chance to stun your opponent for 0.4 seconds. Or we can... I mean, these are both crazy. They're both godly, and we have a 10% chance to find godly items. I could spin you around, which would give us less of a heal, but it will mean we can get Ruby Chunk in. This is a 0 stamina cost. Every 2.2 seconds it hits for 15 to 20 damage. On hit it gains a heat. And then yeah, when we have at least 12 heat, we have a 30% chance to stun your opponent for 0.4 seconds. This might be good, putting this in the Ruby Chunk. Because that way it has like a 25% chance to stun and an additional 30% chance to stun. 0.4, 0.5, which means we can sort of stun lock people in. I don't know if these stack, as in can the Ruby Chunk stun and the Elephant Room proc stun, and then they're stunned for 0.9 seconds. I think we sacrifice the 45 max health and we try that. We can also put you in. We have 3 bag spaces available, 4 if you count the sand. So we could put this here and also put the Ruby Whelp in. Neither of these need to be in the bag that refunds buffs used, so that's fine. Dragon Knight I would like. 2.1 seconds, 2.2 seconds, I think that is okay. Or we can move you up and put the Chonker there. Sorry, the Ruby Whelp there. It's every 3 seconds is every 2.1. We can do that instead, I guess. We've got sand and we've got the mana. We're going to have to put mana there, and then I guess we put the twine there. We can sell the pan. We can sell the sand. And then we can't buy a subclass. You sell for 5. You sell for 8. We'd have to sell Ruby Chunk. Is it good to get a subclass? Absolutely. Do we think we need a subclass? I mean, Shield Master would be really good for when we can upgrade the Heart Shield Twine into the shield. We can't reserve this. So I don't think we can even pick a subclass if we don't buy one now. And I don't want to sell anything, so I think we are actually going to ignore having a subclass, which may get us killed in the long run. You've gone with Shiny Mantle, but you have no gemstones. Interesting. That just stunned. We need to hit 12 heat. One more hit and we'll get 12 heat. There's a 12 heat and it's stunned again. This stun might be quite good, I don't know. Okay, we lost a subclass. Kind of okay. 25% chance to duplicate buffs they inflict. We currently don't inflict any buffs, but we can put you here just to fill up bag space. We can put the one here to fill up bag space, and we can put you there to fill up bag space. Hero Shield, weapons. We would like you to hit every single weapon possible, but we're not going to be able to do that. Unless we did a little something like this, maybe? And then put you there, so at least you're hitting 2 of the weapons. We don't need this shield, we will get rid of the shield at some point. Can we do anything with this? Nope. Or better yet, we can do that and put the ruby chunk in there, right? Like that. So now that is hitting every single weapon. You also need to be hitting every single weapon, which you're currently not doing. So we could switch you out here. Nope. You're going to have to live right there if you want to hit every weapon. Do we need to reorganize bags? Yeah, I think we're going to reorganize bags real quick. So let's get rid of all this. This is hitting all the weapons. We don't need to hit all the weapons, but it is. This will be better if it hit the whelp. But this is going to ramp. So this shield does want to hit the whip. Alright. I think we still lock these two. We could also go as far as locking the corrupted crystal. I think we don't need the corrupted crystal. I was going to turn this into the dark version. But I don't think we need to, because I would like to make this heart shield, seeing as we have a twine and we have the heart shield, and a shield would be nice. And this just does, it just does more. It just does more. So I think we're going to keep these two locked for now. We could also get a helmet, but I don't think we need it. We're going to send it. Hopefully the bag space hasn't screwed us. You've got a magic staff consuming mana. You've also got a dancing dragon. I think their damage is going to be way better than ours. Nope. But we do now absolutely need a way to defend against magic and ranged attacks, which would be that shield if we can get that shield. We're getting another ruby whelp. That is insane to me. We've also got stone shoes. Health drops below 70%. We gain a look and an empower and 45 armor. And we reduce ranged and magic damage taken by 35% for 7 seconds. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. We've also got an attack faster gem. So I think we put that in the weapon. Okay. I kind of want the boots. I kind of want another whelp. I'm not going to lie, I think these whelps are pretty good. We have 5 bag spaces available, but we haven't positioned things very well, so these two are probably not going to get filled for a while. We can absolutely put the boots up there, that's a no-brainer. We don't need the stamina regeneration, but we can absolutely have a 10% chance to resist stuns and the 5% chance to resist critical hits in the armor, so we'll do that. I think you get saved. Gain 4 heat at the start of the fight and reflect 3 debuffs. Is that better than a ruby chunk? Probably not, because the damage is less. But then we would reflect 6 debuffs. And we would start the fight off with 8 heat. This is getting us to a higher heat value. It also hits so much more damage. 2.2, 2.1. I'm kind of leaning towards getting rid of the ruby chunk here, you know. As absolutely, as crazy as that sounds, I kind of feel like we might get rid of the ruby chunk. I mean, we need to sell something to get this. Every 14 seconds, repeat a random start of battle effect once per item. This could trigger, well, it will trigger both of the ruby whelps, which means we'd also gain 8 additional heat had we put both in, or if we put both in. And we don't really have any other start of battle items. So it would just need to hit both of the ruby whelps and we would gain 8 heat. That's probably better than the chunk, but this is dealing damage. More heat means this will trigger faster. It means everything's going to trigger faster. I think we are going to sell the ruby chunk here. As absolutely crazy as that might sound. Yeah. And I also think we're going to keep the 45 max health instead of the stun chance. These can both remove buffs from the opponent. I think we sell this guy, crazy, and I do think we're going to buy this item. Oh, we have 3 starter battle items. So everything needs to move left 1. Nope. We're going to buy that. What do you do at the start of battle? Weapons deal +1. So this would give this... Ooh, that would give that an additional chance to gain more damage. After 12 seconds. I mean, even if it does these 2 first and then this, it does mean that our weapons are going to gain +30% damage and +2 damage. But we also want that hitting both the whelps. If we put it here to hit both the whelps, it means this isn't going to hit both the whelps because it'll have to move down 1 or right 1. Unless we put it... We could put it in the corner. Yeah, so this moves up 1. Whelp goes there and you go here. Now you hit all 3. Alright, figured it out. Maths. Not sure where I want to put the twine. I think we're just going to put it there because it kind of works like that. We also have more bag space, which I think we should probably buy. Or we can sell a singular gemstone and we can buy a mana orb. That is probably the play. I'm going to sell that. We're going to buy a mana orb. We can either put you here or here. I think there is just fine. What do you turn into? Oh, you turn into something with this. We'll unreserve the bag space because we do want a goober, so we can turn one of these fellas into a knight, or whatever it's called. A dragon knight. Because this gains 5 heat at the start of the fight, it reflects 4 debuffs, and on hit it heals for 10. And when the 4 items activate from the side of it, it advances the cooldown by 15%, which means this is just going to ramp hard. Let's send it. We're kind of really hoping for a goob. Lots of heat and an obsidian dragon. Okay. Oh, that big heal from the Phoenix because they died. And then we still beat them. Alright, we didn't lose a single life there. We will probably start to lose lives now though, because this is where it gets a bit harder. That is better than the stun and crit chance, but we can put you in the... Yeah, we can do that, so these are going to merge. Sun Armor's kind of good. And we don't need the tusk, so we can sell the tusk. We have nowhere to put this. Oh my goodness gracious. Is this better than the shield? Because we do have crazy amount of light items going on. Is it better, start of battle, effect when this re-triggers, to gain 70 armor plus 1 heat for each light item? And then every 3 seconds we use a heat to heal for 12 and cleanse 2 debuffs? Or is it better to have the shield? We do want a shield. We're going to roll once. We're actually going to roll twice for a goob. We didn't see a goob. Okay. I kind of now feel like we need to re-roll all the bags again. And put this in so it hits basically every single light item. So we gain a crazy amount of heat to start off the game with. We also want this in the healing bag so it heals for even more than 12. Yeah, alright. Reorganize bags. So we've got everything touching the sun armor. We sold the shield in order to buy some bag space. Most things are hitting what they need to be hitting. This is hitting 4, this is hitting 2. It could be hitting way more because it's also got the 2 whelps it could be hitting and the chain, but that'll do for now. Start of effect thing, or echoing battle cries, is triggering 50% faster for each start of battle item. It's only hitting 3. I think that's all we have. Yep, we have 3. We had the shield, but we sold it because we couldn't fit it anywhere. So this is now going to trigger 150% faster, and that's going to repeat the start of battle effects, which is either 4 heat and reflect 3 debuffs twice, or it's going to be gain 1 heat for each of the star items, which is 6. So it's either going to gain 6 heat, or it's going to gain 4 heat and reflect 3 debuffs, and then it's going to do the additional Ruby Whelp. So we're going to be able to gain 14 heat and reflect 6 debuffs once this is fired 3 times. This is hitting 2 of the weapons, it's not hitting the whelp, that's fine, and then everything else is just placed. Okay. Send it. Let's hope we made the right decision in the moving around of things. You have Perfect Sapphire. You're going to ignore our armor. You've also got rocks to remove our armor. And you're scaling, because you're gaining a crazy amount of empower. And a lot of max health. We need more damage. You just healed for 148, that's because you went down to half health. So many buffs. That's because it was using 5 of one of the mana, luck, or rejuvenation to gain 5 in power. That's actually kind of crazy. We probably need more of some of these ones. Why do they have less damage down? Oh, because the boot's triggered. Yeah, alright. For 7 seconds. That seemed like it went on for ages. We also had 26 heat, so this is a better build. That's fine. Alright, we don't need the Shepherd's Karuk. Can we get you in anywhere? We can. I mean, I guess we can just put it there. For now, we don't need the rock, we'll sell that. We've still got 5 gold left, I don't know how we've still gained gold. I mean, at this point, I'm just thinking we get another one of these ones. Let me put them both in here. We can put you there for 4, and we can put the chili here. That means the chili's going to heal a bit more. I think that's okay. What was it hitting before? It was hitting 4 before, so that's absolutely fine. It can still do that. You're only hitting 1 thing. That kind of sucks, because I think this should be ramping very, very fast. Oh, but you're not a light item, so no, we can't do that. We need to do that. So this hits on the light item. Okay. I think that's fine. I think we don't even need to roll. I think we just send it again. I don't think we did anything wrong with the build for that last one. This is triple cheese, double shields. They're going to gain loads of healing during battle rage. Not a massive amount, but they are going to probably out-heal us. We're gaining lots and lots of heat. We've got 1 more trigger of the battle rage thing. That's the last time it's triggered. We're on 26 heat. Is that only healing for 14? Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. They're still in battle rage, so they are gaining 8 health every 0.7 seconds. Not bad, not bad. This is interesting. We don't need both the rocks. No, we don't. I don't think we need them. When we hit 15 heat, our next 3 hits are critical. Every 3.8 seconds we remove a spike and we gain a heat. This is a very good item to have. What do? You turn into an obsidian dragon. Five heat gained, we gain 2 damage, and the next hit of the star weapon is critical. I don't think we need you, so we're going to lock that. Let's put you in here just to fill the bag space. What does this do? Gain 3 random buffs, potion, consume, do stuff. We don't have any potions, but we do start the game off with 3 random buffs. I think that's fine. We can move that there actually instead, and we can put the poison mushroom there, I guess. Bag space would be nice because it would fill up these 4 slots here. So I think we do reserve this, and then we send it. We could make 1 gold. I don't see where we're going to make that 1 gold from. Unless we sell the mushroom for 2. We don't need to, just to get more bag space, however, so I think that's fine. I think we send it. Hammer with 4 daggers, because they've got the spectral dagger. They've also got a present, and they've got the shield that we want. We do have a minor stun resist. We're reflecting some buffs. Some debuffs, sorry. We need to be out healing their damage, and we're not doing so right now. We need to have a big hit. Ooh, just. That was a close game. Interesting items. Interesting items. Alright, we don't care about gaining the, what's it called? The chip gemstones from this, so I don't really care. You can still live there, I guess, or better yet. No, that's fine. You can still live there. We have a Shelly. Shelly is perfect. It's also a light item, so at this point, I think we do switch you out like so. And then we can put you here for 4. You're still hitting 4, you were already hitting 4. I have a singular bag slot. Doesn't really matter, we could do something like that, I guess. This now gets sold, we don't need it. What do? Weapon hits, 5% chance for each. Look to gain 3 mana. That's basically infinite mana. We'll put you here so you're hitting 2 of the 3 weapons. I think that's fine. Do we have any start of battle stuff? I don't think we do. Oh, we do. We got the amulet now. So better yet, that's going to live like that. Amulet's going to live there. That's now hitting 4 things, which is going to trigger even faster. 200% faster. And then we buy this and we fill bag slots. Send it. $9.68, slowly ramping with the heat. They've got a crazy amount of armor, and they've also got a katana, which is going to remove some of our buffs. They don't seem to have any mana, so this isn't going to make them invulnerable. We just need Shelly to proc a big heal. We didn't get Shelly to proc a big heal. I guess this ramped harder than our weapon, 44 to 46, as opposed to 19 to 24. This weapon is now crap. Okay, good to know. We've gained that shield back. We don't really need it. I guess we could put it here. If we get a 2-slot bag. Armor could be really nice, but we've already... yeah, doesn't matter. Reduce opponent's healing. I think that is probably the play. As opposed to stripping buffs. Healing increased by 20% might be better than lifesteal at this point, because this doesn't seem to be ramping as quick as I was hoping. And I think we want more stun resist as opposed to attack speed. It's only minor, but I think that is probably better. Yeah, I think that's better. I don't think we need the shield. I mean, I guess we could put it there if we found a 2-slotter. Or we can just move all these bags down 1. Which might be the play, actually. Like so. Twine can go back in where it was. And then we've got some boots to put in somewhere. Doesn't matter where, we can dump them there. Kinda works, so now we've got a shield again. It's also going to buff the scaling weapon, which doesn't scale very quick, but that's fine. We'll sell the leather armor, and I think we send it again. We don't even roll. We'll roll once. Alright, we'll send it. Could get a Ripsaw Blade. I don't think that's as good as the Chain Whip. No, it's not. We'll send it. Have some coffee in this fight. 100% we lose this. Super strong build, this. This is probably like the strongest current build, I think, that we run against. At least once every run. Yeah. We talked about that on many of the past VODs. So I won't explain much of that and go into it too much. You're doing magic damage. I don't really care about that, to be fair. We don't need that bag. We can't fit it anywhere. Cheese is nice. I guess we do that. I guess. Turbo Shy would be nice. We have 3 rounds. I don't think we're going to be able to make that. We also have a Spectral Dagger. This is going to use a mana to ignore armor and hit 6 damage. Is this where we now put a stun rune in you? You're 2.4 seconds, but you are in a fanny pack. You're 2.1 seconds. I think that's probably a good play. And then we can also do, like, I don't know, like that. Maybe? And then we've got a dagger to put in. Like that. A little bit of debuff removal as well. Or we can further reduce the opponent's healing. I think that's probably going to be the play. We also have another wand on sale. We have 1 bag slot available. Unless we get rid of the twine as well. We could spin all you 3 around. Put that there, fire there, and then cheese has nowhere to live. Fire can go where the twine is, we get rid of that. No, I'm not seeing that. I'd rather the cheese than the mushroom. We sell the mushroom, I think that's fine. These 2 being there are absolutely okay. I'd like this to touch more things, but I guess that's just how it is. And I guess we can just do that again. This doesn't need to touch Shelly right now, but with an additional flame, we would like that to hit Shelly, so it doesn't actually matter where this lives. Okay. I think that's fine. I think we send it. Okay. Ba-da-da. Ooh, they're going to be removing... Oh, no, they're not. It's going to reduce our healing until we basically have no extra healing. Alright, that was a fast win on our half. That's fine. I like that. I like that a lot. We don't need you. We could put this somewhere, but I'm not going to bother working out where, so we're just going to sell it. We've gained another mana item. 5% chance for each luck to gain more mana. We could put it up here. It means the banana, sorry, the cheese doesn't hit any other food, but I mean that's kind of okay, I think. Now both the weapons, not to mention this has an additional chance per luck. We've gained another fire. That's a little bit annoying. I'm not gonna lie, because I would like to make this Turbo Shelly for the final round. I guess we put it there. Like that. We sell the banana, we sell the whetstone, we've got a poison thing. That can have a chance to resist poison. I think that's probably better than nothing. We could get an additional one of these. And drop the healing. We could do that. Yeah, I think we're actually going to do that. As weird as that sounds. we're going to make 2 lantern berries. Because then every 3 seconds we're going to use 2 mana to cleanse 6 debuffs, and if we have no debuffs we're going to gain 2 luck and 2 rejuvenation. I think that's probably the play. We do lose a little bit of damage, we do lose some buffs. I don't want to sell either of them. We're going to roll once for a goob. We didn't see a goob. We do have the fancy fencing rapier though. Use 3 luck to gain 3 damage. I don't think we need to do that. I think we just send it. Very Berserker heavy build. You've also got the rejuvenation popping off. You've also got a Shelly. And you're not going to have stamina issues because you've got the rabbit. This is hitting 30s or critting 30s. Maybe that whip does scale hard. It hit for 12 because it didn't crit. We got smashed because of Berserker Rage. That's fair enough. Amazing that we didn't lose a single game, and then in the survival we've lost 5 games. Crazy! Alright, we got a Turbo Shelly, we got another Lantern. This now changes some things up. Turbo Shelly can just live there, that's fine. We can put you here. You can live here. You can go up 1. This doesn't hit a light item though. Maybe you go up 1. Maybe we do that and have 4 and 4. We could also switch this around and put it here, but we're not going to. You can go back there, that's fine. We've got another, which means that can move across, that can move across. We don't need this, we don't need this. We have another one of these. You can live up there. Gain 14 armor and cleanse 1 frost. Increase armor gain by 1. 15% pasta for each pet. We have a couple of pets up here. I think no matter where we put you, you're only going to hit 1. So you can just live there, I guess. That's fine. We can put the dagger back in as well. Cupcake could be good. Cupcake is going to be good. I think we do that with the cupcake. And we send it. Let's roll once just to see what we could have got. Cool. Final round. Let's send it. Oh, it's this build again. Brilliant. Well, at least we have a wolf that's going to hopefully cleanse some frost. It's only 1 frost, and we're going to get so much more frost than like we're going to be able to cleanse. Both of the berries are cleansing 3 frost and, well, 2 frost and 3 frost, was that? Oh, of course, because they have a chance for our buffs to not be removed. So the berries are helping us, but eventually they will ramp because our frost will be too high. Nothing will trigger, and then we'll die. Look, they're out healing us now at this point, so the battle has already turned in their favour. Yeah, we now can't win. Too much frost. Yeah, okay. So, having multiple lantern berries to remove debuffs did help us. They've got 3 frost sticks, snow sticks as well, which is 1 more than they normally have. I just don't know how people get this kind of a setup for endgame. I've been super unlucky to get all the items that I normally need when I try and run this. Like, I'll never see a snowman to get the snow sticks, or I'll just never see the armor, or I just won't be able to get multiple Shellys. But yeah, okay, so we lost basically most of the games in the survival round, which means we probably didn't gain much rank. Oh, we gained +8. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright. Let's jump into another one. Hi. We start with a skull badge. That's insane. We'll absolutely grab that. I think we're also going to grab the shell because we want loads of shellies. We could grab the broom to start with and some blueberries. Let's do that. We'll roll once as well. We've got a fire. We've got a piggy bank. I think we're probably going to grab the piggy bank. And maybe a fire. Send it. Alright. I think we lose the double room. Yep. Double broom killed us, that's fine. Backspace, we have a bow. We have a bow and arrow, in fact. We have a 1% chance to find Epic. I think we immediately sell the broom and we grab the bow. Bow can now live there. Blueberries can come across one. No, blueberries can live there. That can live there. That can live there. That's fine. You can switch over. You can go there. We got some twine as well. And we got faster attack speed. Lovely. We've also got a fanny pack. Let's fanny pack that. Let's bag space up there. Let's put you here. Anything better with this? Probably not. I guess we can do that and put you in there and you in there, so you're hitting one thing. Yeah, it's fine by me. This doesn't currently do anything, it just hits damage because we don't have an additional weapon. So weapon hits gain +1 damage up to 7. We don't have a weapon where the star is, that's fine. Send it. The skull badge. Every 1.5 seconds we inflict a random debuff. I think this is insane. Because it just ramps debuffs. I mean, if we have a heal, we should win every fight with that, but unfortunately we don't have a heal currently, so we are losing every round, lol. Okay. We don't need the chessboard, we can sell that. We don't need bag of stones, we can sell that. We don't need a pan, we can also sell that. I think we grab level up. Every 5 seconds we gain 10 maximum health, 1 stamina, 1 mana, and 1 luck. Just makes sense that we have this. We've gained a chili and we gain a frog. I don't think we need the frog right now, so I think we're going to sell it. And we are absolutely going to buy a banana. I would like to get all the food in a bit better, so we're going to move you at 1. We're then going to move all the food at 1. I think that might be a better play. Something like this. You probably want to hit 2 food, you want to hit 1, you want to hit 2 food, you want to hit 3. We also want you in. You're going to go there, so you trigger even faster in the fanny pack. Blueberries can just go anywhere. They're just going to live there for now. We got Shell. Is Shelly for 5 heal better than max health gain? I think that might be better. You don't gain a star for anything. Blueberries. We don't currently need mana, so I think we get rid of the blueberries and we put this in instead. I think that is possibly the play. I would also like another piggy bank, so we are going to spend 3 gold to get you, but we're not going to use you right now. And then we're going to send it. So now we got a little bit of healing. 2 piggy banks, a shovel, a broom, and a pan. They should run into stamina issues, and we should win. Not to mention, we should hopefully be able to get some blind on them through this every 1.32 seconds. So they shouldn't be missing a bunch of attacks. We only got the 2 blind, but that's fine. 1% chance for legendary. This is probably insane. 6 to 10 damage. Items inflicts. We have no poison really. When opponents reach 25 poison, we gain 65% critical hit chance. This would be nice to go here. What is it? A 1.4 second cooldown. This is a 3 second cooldown. 1.2 stamina, 0.8. That's going to be too much stamina usage. I kind of feel like we get rid of the bow here. We buy bag space. We put you here. And then we have to move this at 1. And we put the scythe in here. We can put you there. We can put you there. Nothing else is really giving us any poison. So it is just this one item that has a chance to inflict 2 poison as opposed to 1 when it inflicts poison. I think that's okay. We'll put you in there. We'll also put you in there. You've got another slot, so we could also get a coal, but I don't think we need to get a coal in, although a burning coal could be good. So we will do that. So this has now got a 20% chance to, sorry, a 20% faster attack speed, not to mention it's in a fanny pack, so it's going to be 30%. It's also got a 25% chance to remove a random buff from your opponent, and it's got a 70% chance to deal +1 damage, which is going to turn into a burning coal. And that's going to give us a 12% chance to deal +6 damage and gain 1 heat. I think that is okay. We'll hold on to the twine. And I think everything else is fine. You're touching 3, you're touching 3, you're touching 3, you're touching 2, you're touching 1. Yeah, I think that's the play. Okay, and now we kind of do want loads of piggy banks because we're going to gain more gold, and when we gain more gold, we gain more items because we are using the bag of giving. Okay. Interesting. We could lose to this. Oh no, we're smashing them. Yep, okay, happy days. Didn't see if this triggered much poison, to be fair, but that's fine. We don't need a frog, we've just said that. We don't need a bow. This is not bad, but it does use a lot of stamina. Every 3.6 seconds, if your health is above 70%, we gain in power. Otherwise, we heal for 8. We don't have anywhere to put it either. I think we roll once. We got a snowman and a carrot, but we don't have a coal. I think we kind of want all them. Bag space makes sense, we can put you here. We definitely want the bag space. These two are now going to buff each other. Now we could sell the twine and get a snowman. Or snowballs, sorry. Obviously snowballs will eventually turn into this dude, which is every 2.8 seconds inflict a frost. If your opponent has at least 10 frost, we gain in power, and it cleanses the debuff. We want debuff cleansing. Carrot, on the other hand, also cleanses the debuff every 2.7 seconds. We need both of these if we want to turn the snowman, or if we want to make a snowman. We also need a coal. I think we sell this. Yep. And I think the snowman's probably better than the carrot, or maybe not. The snowballs are basically just inflict 2 frost at the start of battle, and the opponent gains 15% less maximum health from items. So that'll be 30% less health from items. Can we do this better? We can put you there instead. You can go back there. We can put that there instead. You can now live. It doesn't actually matter. Doesn't even matter what I've just done there. It's fine. And I think we do buy the carrot, but I would like the carrot to touch more items. Unless we did that, that, and that. I think that is the play. I think the chili and the carrot switch, so you're hitting 4, you're hitting 3, you're hitting 3, you're hitting 2, 3, and 1. And then we got a piggy bank for more gold. Yeah, alright, if this made 4 gold, but it doesn't, it makes 3 gold, because it sells for 2 and we have 1 gold, we'd buy this now. But for now, we'll send it, and we'll hope for the best. Oh, we could have sold the flame as well. That was a misplay. Vampirism Goobert with a dagger, a wooden sword, and ice armor. You have no heat, so this isn't doing anything. We are losing, however, because of their vampirism, I guess. Yep, okay. Not great. We don't need the phoenix. We don't need the scroll. I'd say here we buy the snowman and roll for bag space. We've got 4 gold. I think we sell a flame and grab the badger. Badger is probably going to be better than the garlic. So I think we do that. And we sell the garlic. We sell the piggy bank. We sell the other piggy bank and we put the 2 snowballs in. We need a coal. We're going to roll maybe twice for a coal. You're good. We'll grab you. We always like bag space. And then we'll roll once more for a coal. There's the coal. What can we sell? We can sell a fire. We sell the fire, we grab a coal. And now we need to do that. So we can make a snowman. Or a snowmaster. Yes, snowmaster. I think that is an okay play. We can now probably spin you around and move you up. You're still hitting 4 things. You know what? We can do that and move the blueberry across. Now you're hitting 5 things. Again, we still don't really do anything with poison, so this weapon will be changed at some point. Send it. Okay. We got very lucky with the coal there. I'm quite happy about that. Bag of stones, pan touching 3 and a spike shield. Not to mention you've also got a forging hammer, which is going to tickle some damage to us. There's 2 poison. We're only hitting like 12 damage a swing, maybe 10 damage a swing with this weapon. Huge. You don't need to touch anything right now, so that's fine. We can either put you, we can actually put you there instead, I guess. Snowball doesn't need to go anywhere. Debuffs inflicted. This is pretty big. I think we want that instead. We could also put that in the debuff bag. Is that the play? Maybe we do something like this. All 3 items that are debuffing are in the debuff bag. This is giving the Skullbatch more poison. Again, we'll get rid of this weapon at some point. This is also in the debuff bag, and it's touching 2 snow things. You are touching all the food you need. Could also be touching that, however. So, better yet, we can do that. And then you can go there, you can go there. Like that. Now you're touching 5 things. These 2 are still touching each other for the buff, and then all this stuff is buffing itself. Okay, I would like the goob in case we see a ruby whelp. I don't really want to play into the ruby whelp that hard, but I think that's what we're going to be doing. Let's send it, let's see how this goes. They've already got a Falcon Blade, insane. We'll see how we get on. I'm hoping this just spams poison more than anything else. We've hit 10 cold, so now we're going to start ramping in power from the Snowmaster. We're also... Oh, this is giving us heat. This is spending heat to inflict 2 frost and gain 10 armor. So this is actually a little bit of synergy. Not to mention, this has a chance to gain heat on swing as well. 12% chance. Okay. We got a different goob, but that's fine. We've also got this bag, which is for uniques and godly. That unique can't go in there. And we don't currently have any godly things. Okay. Do we need you? 6 item activations. It heals for 35 and protects 3 buffs from removal, and it uses 4 mana to become invulnerable for 1.5 seconds up to 3 times. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If we use this, we don't gain a class item. Have we run into the exact same issue we did before, where we would rather keep the items given to us? I think we have. Can we get the goob in? I mean, we can. And you need 6 items. There would work. It means you lose some nature items, though. 3.6 seconds. This shouldn't be every 5 seconds now. This is every... This should be triggering 80% faster. So this should be faster than the 3.6 because we're on round 8. Oh wait, but it's after round 3. So it's triggering 50% faster. So it's every 2.5 seconds, give or take. So that would be better. We can put you there. Are you a nature item? You're not, but at least this gets a double buff. And then at the bottom, we can basically do that. Broccoli and chili. Like so. So you're now triggering on 6 different items. You're every 5 seconds, that's fine. Every 2.8 would be nice. But we're not going to be able to do that. Unless we move this down 1. Nope, we're not going to be able to do that. If this move... No, yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. So that's how that's going to have to live. You're hitting 2 light items, you're hitting 2 light items as well. We ignore the subclass once again, which is kind of crazy to me, but that's what we're going to be doing. You're hitting 4 of the 5 items that you can hit. That's just going to be you just have to live there, Badger. Just seeing where else we can put you. Yeah, you're going to have to live there, man. Okay, let's send it. Let's see how well this functions. We're going to stop that a second because the effects of gemstones socketed into this item have they're increased by 50% basically. So we do want this in there because that's going to now give us 3 armor for every 5 mana gained, I guess. We don't need to resist 5 frost and gain 15 armor, 50% more. I think 25% chance to remove a random buff is probably better, and the stun and critical hit resist, although nice, I think 20% faster on this, seeing it's our only weapon and it's not very good, is probably better. So that's how we're going to play that. I don't think we're really going to gain the mana required for this, but we'll see. Because you're using 1, you're only gaining 1, and this needs... Oh, it uses 4. Oh, so we've just gained immunity. For 1.5 seconds. This is also healing us for a crazy amount. We've also gained immunity again. And we've won. Hide that, this, and we look at healing. Yeah, 80%. It healed us for 315 in a... Oh, it was a 23-second fight, but still, that's kind of crazy healing. We don't need Pandemonium. We do want another shell for when, if and when we see Shelly. I guess you can live there. Blueberries can live there, banana can go there, but blueberries fire faster than the banana, so that actually makes more sense. Broccoli is also pretty slow, so we could put broccoli there, banana here, chili there, and that there. So that's hitting 3 things. You're hitting 2 things. You're hitting 2 things. You're hitting 1. I think that's probably a better play. A goob would be nice, but I don't want to risk it. This has a chance to stun. It's got a 40% chance to resist 4 debuffs, or it gains 45 maximum health in the backpack. I think it's probably better to put that in the backpack for the 45 max health. I wouldn't mind another shell, but we don't really have anywhere to put you. Not to mention the shell should be, like, this should be 1 further back, like there, and the 2 shells should be here. I think we do that. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Alright, I think we do that instead. And put you back here. I would like to put a bag here, or at least 1 more slot there. I was thinking of putting the fanny pack here, so then we can move the whole board left, but again, we don't have another fanny pack to put here, so it is what it is. And we may as well just put you up there for now. Yeah, another shell would be nice in case we get some health parts so we can make loads of shellies, but we're not seeing that right now, so I think we just send it. I don't think we keep this reserve. No, we will. We'll keep this reserve for 1 more turn. Heat build with Bloodthorn. This is going to be using Rejuvenation. They are gaining a lot of Rejuvenation, though. We gained immunity. What's giving them so much Rejuvenation? Nothing, apparently. So that's now it ramped. 23 to 27. Oh, they are still gaining Vampirism, though. And you used 7. Oh, because this is giving them Rejuvenation. Yeah, okay. Alright, easy win. They didn't have enough damage, that's fine. Interesting. We don't need the chessboard. This is interesting, because I'm pretty sure if we put it here, what this does is, shop entered, we consume this, and all star items create different items based on the combined value. And every 4 seconds we gain a random buff, and we cleanse 1 debuff. My understanding is, this has 40 gold value, and that's where it's going to live. If we lock this, it doesn't combine the items, but it still gives us the gold value of the items of 40 gold. I'm pretty sure. I think it's bugged, but it is what it is. Dual wielding could be really cool. If we have exactly 2 stamina using weapons, both attack 20% faster and use 30% less stamina. Are you a light iron? You don't trigger faster though. These will trigger faster if we get this, but we don't need it. No rush please is interesting because both players take minus 35% damage for 10 seconds at the start of a fight, and we inflict 4 frost. We are inflicting quite a bit of frost. This also makes sense that we put it here. Does that replace our weapon? 15 to 20 damage on a 2.1 second cooldown. This is 6 to 10 damage on a 1.4 second cooldown. When your opponent reaches 10 frost, we gain 60 armor and we take minus 20% magic damage. This is, we're never hitting 25. I think we sell the Death Scythe and we use the Ice Dragon. Yeah, that's the play. We sell that for 6, we pop you in, we put you here, we put you there. These two don't need to touch anything, but you want to touch as many frost items as possible. That's what we've done. We could also ignore the duplication to debuff and put you here. Move you up, so you're duplicating your frost every 2.1 seconds. Because on hit, you inflict a frost. And I think that might be a better play. Yeah, I think that might be a better play. As crazy as that is. We've got another chili. This is giving us some heat. We can possibly reduce the opponent's healing by more. We can put you back in there, and we can make you attack faster as well. It's a shame that you're not touching the King Goob, because I think that would be better than the level up. Maybe not though. We've got a fire for some extra heat, and we got a chili. I would like to get the chili touching more food. So I think we just do that. Like so. Okay. Do we want no rush, please? We're not exactly dealing a lot of damage and a lot of burst damage. We've only got the one weapon as well, so I kind of feel like this is the play. We have no weapon, so to speak. Oh, that's not a... Oh, it is a weapon. Oh, so we could have bought that, and that would have made this trigger 20% faster and use less stamina in addition to the scythe, but it doesn't matter, we only have one weapon. I think we buy this, no rush please, and we bang it there. You are a unique. I guess we could do that, and we can put the unique in there. So eventually when we get another unique, we can start getting gemstones. I mean, I could move this out. It's just a pain because I want this here, and I want it in the duplication bag. This needs to be in the duplication bag, and so does this. This also wants to be in it, but we also want that triggering the goob. Best case scenario, we could move you down one, and then we can put you here. But I do see how we can do that. We can do that, can't we? Oh no, we can't. We're missing a bag slot. Yeah, alright, we can't do that yet. So we just do that. But yeah, if we put that there, move this one down one, it'll mean this doesn't have a chance to duplicate debuffs, which I think is pretty big, because all it does is inflict a debuff every 1.5 seconds. But I guess we could move you up one. And that way, this is still proccing really quick, but for now that's fine. We also have another chili. I would like another chili. Alright, I think that's fine, we send it. Lots of rocks. And a magic staff. And some magic orbs. Or one magic orb. Okay. I think we should win this quite easily. We're gaining a little bit of max health if we have the mana to spend. 28 max health. You're giving us a couple of different invulnerabilities, which is fine. I don't think we need the invulnerability, it's just the 35 heal that's insane. Especially when it triggers so fast. So that's fine. We ended up on 21 in power. They had 47 cold. I think that's fine. So this thing blew up. It didn't consume the items, and it gave us a Molten Dagger and a Fanny Pack. So I wonder if that didn't give us 40 gold's worth of items, it just gave us some extra items. I kind of feel like here, double Fanny Packing the Badger is probably the play. We've gained another one of these things, which is fine, we'll just dump you here. And we've gained some bag slot stuff, which might be beneficial. Because, for example, we could put it here. And then we can put fanny pack here. We can spin... Oh my god, we run into the exact same issue again. Unless we just 4-slot here. Fanny pack here and move you up. Is that the correct play? So this is now in there, which is in the debuff thing. The dragon can go... Oh, it needs to go up one, doesn't it? We have a bag slot space for 2. We sell the stone, sell the normal dagger, we buy bag slot, we put bag slot there. You now live here. You can switch with that. You can live here. And then this can go there. Snowball can come down, so this is even faster. Is that better play? You're no longer inflicting double debuffs, which kinda sucks, but I think that's fine. We can also fanny pack you again. I kinda want to move this out and put this here. I'm not gonna lie. So it's touching 4 fanny packs. Oh, but it's taking up 2 spaces, unless we do that and put the badger down here somewhere. Oh, you're so awkward. We'll figure that out in a second. And then you can go back in there. So now this is triggering the King Goob, you're triggering. I should have really paid attention to see which one of these is firing faster. You're also now only hitting 2 frost items as opposed to a third, which means you're triggering at 20% faster, not 30% faster. But again, I think that's okay. Can we do this? We can do this. Can we move you down one? We can move you down one so you hit even more foods. You're only going to be able to hit 3 or 2 more foods though. I kind of feel like that into that is better. You know what? That is probably better. And then we move you here. Or better yet, here. You can just touch each other, I guess, or you can both do that. It doesn't really matter, it's the same thing. The chili can go there. Broccoli can go there. You're now hitting 5 things again. I think, as I say, that wants to go in the backpack. You also want to go in the backpack. Fire doesn't matter. Do you want a molten dagger? Nah. We can probably fit this in somewhere, but we're not. That's fine. We can also get another chili and put you here. Chili's 4.8, banana's 5, this is 3.5. We could probably make this better as well. But it is what it is. Doesn't matter, you can live like that. We now have lifesteal. I think lifesteal is probably better. Oh no, we do this. So we gain 30% more healing because this is increased by 50%. I think that's the play. We could also, for the sake of it, I was about to say we could switch that around and do that. But I won't for a second. I'll keep it like this for a moment and we'll double check on the cast times on all these things. Just so we can understand which ones should be there and which ones shouldn't be. I think that's fine, I think we send this. 2.78. Yeah, okay, so this definitely wants to be in the goob touching 2.78. You also want to be in the goob touching, and so do you. This will eventually need to be touching the goob because it's going to activate much quicker, but we can also drop this down and replace one of the food items with this thing. That's ramping some Empower as well. I forgot I even did that. If we're above max health, and we seem to be pretty steady on our max health gain. 166 health was gained because of the Badger, because they drop below half health. We are putting a load of cold on them, although they probably do have a better board at this point in time. Loads of Empower. I think we should win because they're going to have... Yeah, they're not going to be able to cast anything. So that's fine. Okay. We don't need this card. This is insane. 80% chance to inflict 4 poison on hit. Or we have a 60% chance to resist poison. Or in the backpack, we can gain 7 rejuvenation. I say 60 because it'll go in the goob, and that's obviously 50% more on the gemstone. This is a perfect as well, so that's the best it's going to get. It sells for 8. I don't think we need to sell it for 8. If anything, we put it here. But on hit, causing 4 poison is also kind of nutty. I think we do that, and we put you here. This would also now be really good in this Puzzle of Ruin backpack because a 25% chance to duplicate the buffs they inflict. That means an 80% chance to inflict 4 poison, which could also be 8 poison, which is kind of crazy. I think we roll once for a singular bag slot. We didn't find it. I really want another one of these puzzle bags of ruins now for this bad boy and this gemstone, but that's fine. I don't think we buy anything. We could get mana. I think we give up our hopes on the goob and the ruby whelp, and we could buy a fire. We might as well buy a fire. Why not? Send it. Ooh, very, very heavy heat build. And they've got a phoenix to rejuvenate, or sorry, rebirth when they die. They've also got a pretty good amount of cleansing of their debuffs, which means we probably will die here. Did they just remove 9 debuffs? I guess Shelly's proccing every 4 seconds almost because of their heat gain. Yeah, it gets to a point where we can't do anything because their heat gain is so powerful. Yeah. I do love a good heat build, especially when you just ramp and then you've got what? A 2.68 second Shelly or Turbo Shelly to heal for 40 and cleanse 6 debuffs. That is insane. Very nice. I didn't pay attention to the poison there, but that's alright. Bunch of food. We've also gained some Vampirism with 35% lifesteal for 6 seconds. We don't need that potion. We sell it for 6. That gets us a mana orb. I guess there makes sense. We gain more broccoli, and we gain loads of blueberries. So is this where we now... I think this is where we now put blueberries here. We put both the shells down here somewhere. And then we put a broccoli here. Like so. That way this now touches a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. I think that's pretty good. And I think we just send it. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't mean to not click there. I rubbed my eye for a second, took my hand off the mouse. We should have this in the duplication bag. There. I saw it very late. Oh, it's an 80% chance to inflict 4 poisons, but sometimes it inflicts 3 poisons and sometimes it inflicts 2. I don't really understand how that works. Unless... Oh, they're resisting, never mind. It is just a flat 80% chance to inflict 4 poison. I think eventually this would have scaled a bit more and we would have died. That's fine, we won. This bow's insanely good for us right now. This bow is, for every 5 damage the weapon deals, which could be the dragon. Inflict 1 poison on your next attack, and it deals 0.5 damage per poison of your opponent. We could put it here. It would mean that we lose a bunch of max health if we did this. We would lose 2. Yes, so it's gaining plus 8 as opposed to plus 12. We can move a blueberry up here. You can come out of the bag and we can put a chili here. You're touching that weapon, that's all you need to touch. We can also possibly move... Oh, I don't want to move that blueberry though. Is a mana orb better than like a 5-second cooldown? I wonder if like that is a better play. No, it's probably not. Okay, how are we doing this? We could put the banana here. That's probably better there now. It does mean it loses 1 though, right? Yeah, it does. But that is probably better there, so it's touching both the weapons and the King Goob. You're touching 4, we can probably get an item up there if we have bag space for that. Yeah, we can. So eventually it can hit a 5th thing. You want to move into that bag. We saw that late. We have another chili, which I guess lives there. Broccoli lives there. We put the fire up there. We don't need this anymore, although it is ramping our empower. I would like to get this in somehow, but I also would like it to touch both the light items. We could move you up 1, and then move this up 1. It would mean it would have a slower cooldown yet again. If we did that, we did that. Eventually, no, you just don't really fit anywhere. That would allow us to then do this, which now makes this quicker, which is going to ramp our empower. You can just live anywhere then, I guess. Have a broccoli or some boots, have a fire, have a snowball. I think snowball's better than fire. So at this point, I think we commit. We sell both the fire. We also sell the extra broccoli. Although it's probably better than banana at this point. Yeah, it's probably better than the banana at this point, so I think we do that. And then we've got some boots. We could put you there for the max health. We could also give this stun chance, I guess. I think that's probably a better play. Move the snowball down and move boots here. This means we have a 20% chance to resist frost, and when we enter Battle Rage, which we will enter Battle Rage after 5 seconds, because if no item can start Battle Rage, we enter after 5 seconds for 4 seconds. We cleanse 3 debuffs, we gain Empower and 20 armor. This would help against the Snowstick Reaper build. So I think we're kind of happy there. I kind of... No, this is better because this is going to ramp more poison. Yeah, okay, and that's going to deal more damage for the poison we have. Yeah, alright, we send it. Let's see how well this works. They've got a Critwood Staff. That's worrying because they're going to crit us for loads. Luckily, we did immediately gain immunity, so some of their crits didn't even do anything. We're gaining a bit of rejuvenation, a bit of luck. We're gaining lots of mana, lots of empower, and a bit of heat. We put 68 poison on them. This bow was hitting for 54 to 57. That dragon was hitting for 26 to 31. I think that's okay. We could take +6. But I always do survival mode, and I'm more than happy to keep doing survival mode, so I think we do this. Big bag. Do we want you? I guess we could put you here. No, we can't. We could put you here, though. This now has 1 neutral item in, so it's going to gain 8 armor. This we do not need. We've already got 2 of these. We don't have any gemstones to put in them, so we're going to sell that. We don't need this either, so we're going to sell that. And I think we buy this for 3, and we put it up here somewhere. You could now... No, you're still going to have to live like that, unfortunately. I was going to move the snowball up here so it hits 2 frost things, but that's fine. We have a charismatic orb. This thing is kind of good. When it can hit loads of things, it's only going to be able to hit 2 things if we put it there, so I guess that's what we're going to be doing. Which means we gain... Healing is increased by 8%, and we start the game off with 2 mana. That's it. And every 8 seconds we gain 1 type of every buff. We would like to get a wand and turn the wand into the charismatic wand, because then it's going to give us loads of empower. So I think we're going to roll once, maybe twice for a wand. There's the wand we need. We can't buy it on this turn, but we'll see what we get on the next turn. We could also do a stamina sack up there for the 3 slots, and then we just need a fanny pack and a singular slot. Yeah. I kind of want this in a weapon. Well, that's alright. We'll do as we're doing. Alright, send it. Okay, I think we're good where we are right now. You've got a Staff of Unhealing. Again, I've said it before, I really want to do a build where we don't have any weapons and we just amass Staffs of Unhealings. I think they're insanely powerful. In a specific build, of course. We're putting on the poison. 1.2. Yeah, alright. We do have minus 32 healing reduction, however, which almost got us killed. That is okay. That is okay. We could duplicate buffs. Don't know where we'd put you, so we're not even going to bother. We're just going to sell it. The item triggers 100% faster for 1 second, and it refunds 25% of the buffs used. I mean, I guess we just make this ramp quicker. We also have Claws of Attack. After 4 hits, we gain Empower, and it attacks 5% faster for every spike. This is a 1.6 second cooldown. This would be nice, but I don't think we're going to do anything with you, so we're just going to sell it. We now have the Wand, which means for 1 turn... Or do we put the wand up here? We put the orb up here somewhere. You're only going to hit 1 item. Jesus Christ. I think that's okay. Then we just do this. We think that's okay. Yeah. You don't use any buffs. This is kind of bad. I may even sell this and buy the helmet. Yeah, I think we do. We sell the helmet. We sell this, sorry. Or we could buy this 3 slot and put it here. I think for now we'll keep this reserved, but we'll buy the helmet and we'll dump you there. And we also have a sand. We can't put the sand anywhere. Yes, we can. We can put the sand there. Send it. Oh, you've got a night dragon. I think these are insane. Or a dragon knight, sorry, not a night dragon, lol. Just because it ramps so quickly, although it's going well, yeah, it's because they got loads of frost. They have so much mana. Yeah, okay, and at the end there, this was firing every 1.8 seconds. Obviously, we're gonna take into consideration the heat because everything's got the same amount of heat. You're 1.12, you're 1, you are 1.89, you are 1.8. So at the moment, this is still triggering ever so slightly slower than the Snowmaster. You're 2.86, you're 2.22. Oh, no, we can't put that there because it's, yeah. Alright, I kind of feel like the items that are around this are fine. We could put another blueberry next to the chili, or in place of the chili, and then spin the chili around. That's probably a better play, actually. Because then that's going to hit... Oh, it's still hitting 3 foods, because that's also a chili, isn't it? We have too many chilies down here. Unless we did that and then that. It means the chili's still hitting a chili. It is what it is. It's fine. We don't need the busted blade. This could be good. On hit, 75% chance to gain a look, but I don't think we care, so we're going to sell it. This is where we can now buy some bag space, which we will do. We have a goob. I don't think we need it. You're a 4.5 second. This is where I'd love this to duplicate buffs, but it is what it is. We're just going to dump you there, I guess, because you need a nature item behind you. Helmet can go in there. You can live there. A goob. What do we do with the goob? A goob would be insane if it could touch that and one other item. This is every like 2.8 seconds. I mean, we don't need the goob. We're going to sell it. We don't care about that. Let's roll once. This might actually be good. I think we're going to buy this and we're going to put you here. But when we come across the Snowstick Reaper build, this is actually going to be beneficial for us. I mean, it only triggers once, but it is what it is, it's fine. I don't think this needs to be touched by anything or touch anything. You are a light item. Oh, you do use 5 buffs. Ooh, is this now where we put you down here instead? This is really good though. Our stamina usage is very low. It doesn't actually need to hit light items, I guess. And there it hits 1 anyway, so that should be okay. We're still on low stamina usage, so that's fine. And honestly, I think we move the boots out there and we get 2 suns. That's hitting 2, that's hitting 1, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's a better play. Because now we're gaining more armor, because there's 5 items in this bag, so we're going to gain a bunch of armor. Alright, let's send it. I think gems are where they need to be. I think everything is where it needs to be. You're going to strip our debuffs, and you've got loads of pets, so your crit chance is going to be absurd. Oh, you've got 2 chain whips as well. So you are going to be stripping double the buffs. We are gaining 1 of every buff every 8 seconds, however. And we are gaining 5 in power. Wait, does that give us 1 of every buff and 5 in power? It does. Oh, that's insane. My understanding of this item was every 3 seconds we gain 1 of every type of buff. Done. And then in addition, or not in addition, I guess, I'm trying to think of the word, if you have at least 20 mana, 20 luck and 20 rejuvenation, I think instead of gaining every type, 1 type of every buff, instead it uses 5 of one of those buffs to gain 5 in power. I didn't realise every 3 seconds it does all of these things. So every 3 seconds we are guaranteed to gain 1 of every single type of buff. Even when we hit 20 mana, 20 luck and 20 rejuvenation, we still gain 1 type of every buff and we gain 5 in power. That's a crazy wand. I think I've misunderstood those wands for the whole time I've been playing. Today we learned. Oh, that's an interesting weapon to get. Does this change everything? I mean, I'm kind of thinking that we put you like here. Or we could put you here. That would actually be crazy strong. We now have high stamina usage. Is that going to be a problem? Possibly. It might be. Here, I think we switch those two around and put you here. We make you attack faster as well. We still have a high stamina usage. I don't like the looks of that. We can also put... Kind of feel like now we switch some of these items around. Like that. Think that's okay? 2 blind, 10% less accuracy, or 2 shells. These only trigger once and they heal for a minor amount. I think we sell both of these. We have another one of these gemstones to put in somewhere. Which I guess we do that and we put that in there. So we still gain the armor. We roll once. We have no gold. We send it. This is our last round. Let's see if getting the Falcon Blade in is the play. It may not be the play. We may now lose because we may run into stamina issues. Okay. We'll see how well this goes. We should be putting more poison on them. And everything should be triggering the goob quicker, which means our heals are just insane. Ooh, we are only healing for 10 off the goob. Yeah, alright, we lost this. They had way too much heal reduction going on. They also had a crown, so again, what we've got, 50% reduction. 2 of these gems in there is insane. They've also got this in an armor piece as well, so that's 3 healing reductions. Not to mention, opponent's healing is reduced by 30%. I wonder if getting loads of heal reduction is the play. And you also gained a crazy amount of max health. I'm looking at their board and I'm not seeing how they've gained max health. These don't gain max health. This doesn't gain max health. You don't gain max health. Nope. 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 Ooh. That would give them 250 max health. That would give them 500 max health, and that's how they've gained their max health. That's interesting, especially with this unique. Not to mention, this would also mean that this gives a 60% heal reduction. But this never triggered, I guess, to... Oh, yeah, it would have triggered. It's just it would have cancelled off our regular ruby. Yeah, this, with loads of pets. That's kind of bonkers, that item. Yeah, alright, that was a good fight. We got smashed. This means we've probably gained like 3 rank. 11? Ooh! So close to diamond. So close. We're 5 points away. Alright, let's jump into another one. Hopefully hit diamond. Let's go. Every 7 seconds we gain 1 type of every buff. Items of all classes are offered in the shop. Do we want that? For 5 gold? Yeah, why not? Let's just buy it. Okay. Piggy bank's nice. Max health's nice. We have no mana, so I don't think we get that. And I think we just start with a wooden sword instead. And then we roll once. We want that, absolutely. Do we sell something? Do we sell the piggy bank immediately and lose 1 gold? No, we just buy it next turn instead. That's fine. You can go there, you can go there. That's fine, that's fine. Everything's fine. Let's... why are you starred? Oh, it's because I had Alt key. Okay. Yep, send it. We could buy a coal, we could buy a twine. Hey, Crimson, how's it going? I hope you're having a good day. I think we will grab the coal. Do you want to make a torch? Not really. Let's lock the coal. Let's send it. I can't believe the weather is crap today in the UK. It's not very nice. For some of us, at least. Alright, we lose this one. That's fine, we have no healing. It's lovely. It's not lovely. It's miserable. Absolutely miserable. We got bag space. We can pop you there. 5% critical hit chance for each luck. We are gaining luck through the broccoli and the rainbow badge. We also have a whetstone. I guess we can make a hero sword. And we got a deck of cards. I don't think we need a deck of cards. but we do gain 2 luck at the start, so maybe we do have that in. Just so, again, it synergizes with the acorn collar. No, I think... Oh, we don't have 3 gold. I think we actually sell this, and we sell the piggy bank, and we grab this thing. That's going to give us a 1. That's going to give us 1 of every buff every 3.3 seconds. Sorry, not every buff. It's going to give us mana, luck, or rejuvenation every 3.3 seconds. I think we don't lock bag space because I'm expecting us to get some bag space. So I think we send it. Yep. Giving autumn. It is feeling like autumn today, but we're not quite there, right? It is still July. It should still be nice weather. Good. Still be nice weather. The rest of the week for you is going to be horrible. 25 degrees tomorrow, I think. Not for ages yet. Wow, I mean, global warming and all, right? You never know. Ooh, interesting. We've gained a... I hate this bag because of the slots it has. But we do have a puzzle bag of ruin. We could put it... where can we put it? I'll figure that out in a second. We have a carrot. I love a good carrot. We've got a broccoli. I love a good broccoli. And then we want to put this in, but we are 1 bag space short. We aren't really debuffing. What does this do? Enter Battle Rage, we gain 40 armor. During Battle Rage, we take 10% less damage. We enter Battle Rage after 5 seconds. I think, honestly, we sell this. Might be a misplay. It sells for 4 gold. We're going to sell it. We could also sell the fire, but I don't think we do. We could make a burning sword. And we've got a bit of either deal 4 damage of 100% and 50% lifesteal, or we can gain 7% lifesteal on 2 to 4 damage. So I think the coal is probably better there. We can unlock the coal and make a burning coal. There we go. I'd rather a burning coal. And I think we don't really care about the start of battle. So I think we're going to go random. We gained Moon. This kind of sucks. Doesn't do anything. Fatigue starts 5 seconds earlier. Moon Armor activates. Shield activates. And Fatigue starts. Increase your maximum health by 65%. I guess it does something, but not a massive amount. And I think that's fine. I think we send it. No, we don't send it. We want to put the carrot touching... Oh, it's touching 3 foods. Like that instead. So the broccolis are both touching 2. This is touching 3 as well. This bag doesn't need to give us stamina because we've only got the 1 sword. I think that is okay. We could buy a rock as well, I guess. Let's do it, I guess. We sell the rock next turn if we need to. Double healing. We still don't have any healing, so we'll probably lose this, depending on how quickly this ramps. I mean, it's not going to ramp very quick, because we're only gaining very minor heat. Oh, that only gives us 1 buff. Oh, I can't believe I've done this. My understanding was every 7 seconds, this gives us 1 type of every buff. This is awful. We sell this immediately for 3. We lose 2 gold because we bought it for 5. We sell that. That's trash. We've got a stone skin potion. Strong stone skin. We're not currently gaining armor, so we sell that. Do you turn into anything? Nope. We sell that. We're also going to sell the rock. We gain more lifesteal. Or more damage that has lifesteal. I think that's fine. We don't need stamina in the bag. And I guess we can gain a rejuvenation. I kind of want this for 5, so I think we're going to do that. We're going to put you back in the bag, and then we've got 3 gemstones we're not doing anything with. I think that's okay. I'd rather gain 1 would I? No, I think we do that instead. A little bit of damage. I think that's fine. Yeah, alright. We could also get a fanny pack. And put you here. We can spin you around. Why did we do that? So the sword goes faster, I guess. We can now put the carrot here. This is 10% faster for each food. I guess if we put it there, it's now hitting 3 food still, and it gains the fanny pack. You're hitting 3 food, that's fine. You're hitting 2, you're hitting 2. We can put the rejuvenation back in, and I guess stamina? Like that. Kind of merge these 2 together if we move the fire down there for a second. And we do that instead. You know what? I think we take the heat out as well. Yeah, let's send it, that's fine. Okay. Shovel and a broom. This isn't doing anything for them right now. It's just giving them mana. They don't spend mana. We should win this. Not to mention, when fatigue starts, we gain max health because of this item, 65%. So we do want more max health gain, if possible. Okay. Interesting barg. This can go up here. You can go in there because you're a unique item, and this needs 2 uniques or 2 godly items inside, and we gain chipped gemstones. Chipped gemstone bag can live in there for the time being. We don't need a bag of stones. This potion doesn't really do anything for us right now, so I don't think we need the potion. This wants to go in armor, but we have no armor, and fire is just fire, so I guess we do that. We roll once to gain something good? We got chili? No, I don't think we want a chili. I mean, we're going to roll one more time, I think. We didn't really gain anything we wanted. This could be nice. We don't need the stamina regen. But I think we're going to get it for 2. Again, these are just a waste of slots because we don't need stamina regen, but we have nothing to socket them into right now, so I think that's okay. We could also buy a twine for max health and put you there. So at least you're hitting 2 of the 3 things you can to gain a 40% chance. Well, it's 20% chance to increase 2 maximum health every time this activates. And this is now going to give it an additional 40% chance to activate. So I think that's okay. And we can put the fire up here. Okay, I think we send it. We could also get another coal and turn that into a burning coal for more heat gain. You aren't going to trigger very fast. And I'm hoping you run into stamina issues, or we are dead. Hammers are very powerful. Very, very powerful early on. As you can see, we're getting smashed. If we had a shield, we'd probably win this. Yeah, okay. We were like 2 seconds off winning that. That's fine. Oh, and there's the shield. And there's the second flame. And we can also get a... okay. So now we move you down. We put you here. You can move across to be here. We can move all that down one. Nope, we can move all of it down to there instead. That can still live there. Gemstone can live there, so it's still got the 2. Although, I would... Do we have any healing? We still don't have any healing. We still don't generate... Oh, we do generate mana, so that can stay in there. That can also give us some stun and crit resist. That can go there. We do have 2 fires now. So I actually kind of think... we take out the carrot for a second and we turn you into a burning sword. We would need 2 whetstones to make a long sword, but I think that's okay. That's going to give us some heat gen. You can live there. So we've still got the carrot in play, and then we've got 3 gemstones that we can't use. I think we still want this in. I think we want everything in. We would like to get some bag space. I think we're going to sell the green one. Oh, wait, we've got a green one here, haven't we? No, you know what? I think we do sell that. And then we roll. There's some bag space. That could also be really beneficial. So I think we sell the red, we sell the lower tier blue, and then we buy you and put you in. So instead of gaining 2 armor every 5 mana, we now gain 3 armor. Ooh, big upgrade. We don't need stamina. What does the sun shield do? Items gained 12 armor. We deal 4 magical damage. We're not gaining any armor, so that's a complete waste. But on attacked, we have melee and range, 30% chance to prevent 17 damage and remove 0.7 stamina from our opponent. So that's worthwhile. Potion, in case we can find a shell and get Shelly. And we may as well put green in for the rejuvenation after 3 seconds, as opposed to the stamina regen, because we don't need stamina regen. I think that's fine. We send it. This isn't looking too strong right now. We haven't been graced with crazy weapons like we normally are. So I'm hoping the heat just ramps when this turns into a... Is that just crit for 20? What? I think it did just crit for 20. Yeah, this might be a loss, man. Good weapon. Not the best weapon in the world. 2 to 4 with a chance to gain heat. 7 heat gained. This and other weapons gain +1 damage. Or we can get Excalibur. We don't have any mana gain other than a wand. And that's 2 slow mana gem. Let's do that. Let's spin you around. Let's spin you around. Let's spin you around. Do we go Excalibur here? We could. We could absolutely do that, I guess. Yeah, we could do that. We can make the pan attack really fast. We can also give it lifesteal. That might be better. Chance to remove debuffs might be best. Then we've got 3 gemstones. I think we just send it. I kind of want to sell both of them and this one. I think we sell all 3. We hold on to our 3 gold. And we send it. We don't want to send it because we've missed a play. We need to do that instead. So now it's hitting all 4 food. 2, 1, 2, 1. You can live like that instead. I think the broccoli is better than the garlic. Alright, let's send this. We could also migrate to a hammer. 10 to 13 damage. No, that's probably better. Yeah, alright. We just don't have the mana for this to actually really be beneficial. But I think that's okay. Frostbite, Frost Armor, Spike Shield, and Shelly. We'll probably lose to this build as well. We've done so well today. The first 2 games we've played, we've absolutely demolished people until we got into the survival round. This build we're not lucky. We're not lucky at all. We need some big hits. And we still don't really have any healing. Oh, we won. Fantastic. Let's go. That's what we needed. We've also gained Moon Armor, which is crazy RNG because we have the power of the moon. So every time the Moon Armor activates, we inflict 1 blind. This, every 2.6 seconds we gain 3 mana and we reflect 2 debuffs. And we gain 50 armor plus 20 for each mana item, which is 3 of them. We're happy to do that. We could also move you where the sword is, like here. This is also giving us chip gemstones because we've got a unique and a godly item within the bag. The wand can now go anywhere, it doesn't matter, but it is a mana item, and they're the 3 mana items we've got, so that's fine. I think this now wants to live here. Acorn can live there, so it's buffing both the weapons as well. We have cheese, which is insane. We want this as well, though. I wonder. I wonder indeed. I think cheese is way better than any of these items. Although this is going to give us a chance to gain in power, so I think cheese going there is fine with the carrot. We just don't have bag space. And we also, we're going to get this for 5 because it's the cheapest thing. So I think at this point we sell the sword for 2. We sell the healing pot for 2. And we sell a chipped... Oh no, that's really good in there though. We sell twine. We buy this turtle. There's bag space. We don't need that anymore. I would like to keep the shield. We just don't know where to put you. Unless you move everything to the right one. We can't move everything to the right one because then this will lose its buff. We're still gaining chip gemstones, it doesn't matter. I think very quickly we move everything right one. We're also not going to be able to do that. Because we don't have bag space here. Ugh, how annoying. This only really needs to go in if it is touching a shield, but we're going to put you in anyway because every 12.5 seconds we do gain 50 armor plus 20% of our maximum health. That kind of scales with Power of the Moon because when we go into fatigue, we gain 65% max health. I just need some little bag space. Do we sell the broccoli for 2 and the garlic for 1, and then this gemstone for 1? And then put the broccoli here? I mean, that kind of works. I was going to move you down 1, but then you don't hit the pan. Unless we spin the pan around. Like so. That means we've still got 2 items inside this bag, so we're getting chipped gemstones. You can move down, that's fine. We can put you there and we can put you there. That's touching the shield, which means shields block 100% more damage. Items gained armor, that means that's going to scale with that. This really wants to be here, because the shield can touch the armor, and it gains 90 armor because it's touching the 2 other mana items we've got. It could be touching a third with the... We could do that. That and that. So you're still touching 3 foods. You're now touching 3 items. So you're gaining 110 armor. It would be nice if this was touching the armor itself as well. Because if it were, then this would deal, I don't know, like 30 damage? Right off the bat, this would just hit 30 damage straight away, I think. Maths? Like 80 damage, actually? Is that right? Oh no, it deals 4 damage for every 12. So we do like 24 to 36 damage, around that number. Quick maths. Lol. Can we do that and that? And then put the 3 in here, maybe? Or there? And then move you down like that? Now you can live here, you can live here, so now these are touching. Makes sense. You're going to lose a damage. Yeah, you are. That's 3.8, this is 2.7, that's better there. Cheese can go there like there, so at least that's touching... Oh, they're both touching 1 still, that doesn't really matter. The pan loses some damage. I think that's okay. Because this needs to touch both weapons. You need to touch that as well. So we could... No, wherever we do this, it doesn't really matter, does it? Unless we do that instead. So now you're touching 2, you're touching 2, you're touching 2. This is touching both the weapons touching the pan. Yeah, that's a better setup. Alright, we've changed the build around a little bit, or the bags around a little bit. Everything is touching everything it needs to. Perfectly. Oh, this isn't touching the broccoli, however. But we can't make you touch the broccoli. Yeah, so that's just fine. Technically this this would gain 1 extra damage from touching the broccoli, but after we gain 7 heat, this is giving +1 damage. So after 7 heat, it gains +1 damage. Which is probably worse than the broccoli. So that is probably better. But then the cheese doesn't hit 2 foods. I'm going to do that instead. That's fine, let's send it. Okay. That took me far too long. Okay. We should win this. They do have 2 rocks, so Goob is firing quite quickly. Not quick enough. We ran into fatigue damage. Sorry, we ran into stamina issues there. And at the start of the fight, did this do as I thought it would? Wait, what? Oh, took 60% less damage. Alright, ignore me. Okay. Backspace is always nice. So we can do that for just a moment. We also have a poison spear. I wonder. I'm kind of leaning towards getting rid of Excalibur and putting you here. Yeah, I think that's the play. We do that. You can now move down. You can still live there because you're still a nature item, so that's fine. You can go there. And then we can do carrot and cheese. So you're now hitting 3 items. We can actually... Can we? Yeah. Like so. Like that. So now you're hitting 4 nature items, which means you are destroying 6 armor. So 24 armor, because you're hitting 4 nature items. This is still generating heat, which means this has a chance to gain extra damage, and this is also inflicting 3 poison and 2 poison to myself. But this is going to reflect 2 debuffs every 2.6 seconds. So I kind of feel like that's an okay play. That can go in there, so again, we're just getting loads of stun resistance. And I guess we put that anywhere because it doesn't actually matter. I think we will buy the extra bag space and put it here. And then I think we send it. Okay. Oh, that book might have been quite nice, actually. I think we've seen it twice now as well. We still don't really have any healing, mind you. But here, as you can see, our poison is not really affecting us because we've got a carrot cleansing 1 debuff and we are reflecting our own poison that the spear is inflicting on us. So I think that is okay. Loads of bag space and a Critwood staff. Good lord. We sell the chessboard for 1. Unbelievable. I think we want to hold off on Shelly, but no, we're not going to go with Shelly. We gained another blue gemstone, which I think is perfect. We gained another red one. I don't think we care too much about the red one right now. So I think we sell that. Critwood staff. Use 3 mana to deal +7 damage for the next 1.4 seconds. Oh, sorry. Use 3 mana to deal +7 damage. And for the next 1.4 seconds, all of your attacks are critical. Sounds really nice, is really nice. We could dump you there. You are a nature item, yes you are. And then we could get rid of the burning sword at this point. Yeah. Yeah. Good play. We've got a Holdall, gain 8 armor for each neutral item inside. We can put you there. And then we can put that there. Doesn't actually, well, it does actually matter. This wants to be touching both the weapons for crit chance. Although this is going to proc every 1.8 seconds, so it basically means that we are going to have permanent crit chance. So maybe this doesn't need to touch the Acorn Collar. We could also put you there instead. And then we can move the Acorn, sorry, that up 1 like that. And then we can put our foodie bits up here like so. That means it's still hitting 4 things. We could also put a food thing down there. I mean, that's kind of crap. It is what it is, that's fine. And we've got Burning Coal. I guess we put you in the Critwood Staff. You're triggering not as quick as the poison, but that's fine. Gemstone can live there. We do want False Life, because this is bonkers. It means that we're just going to scale max health. Not to mention, this Power of the Moon is going to scale max health when we go into Fatigue. We can probably buy that, and I would also like the cheese. How would we do that? I guess we get rid of the Flawed Ruby, which might be a misplay. That's going to get us the cheese. Cheese can now live there and there, so both the cheeses are touching 2, and both of these are touching 3. That's probably a misplay. No, that's okay, because these two can only touch 2. Because they can't touch themselves. Lol. We then sell this, which has a 35% chance to inflict 1 poison, and we grab this, which has a 50% chance to inflict a poison. And I won't mind the birdie. Send it. I think that's everything that needs to be touching. Yep. Didn't you touch another mana thing? Oh, it was the ham that we sold, so that's kind of fine. You're still touching the shield, which is perfect. Okay. Oh, and this is always going to mean that both players take minus 35% damage at the start of the turn, which means this is only hitting 10 damage now. I still don't understand the maths on that. I'm probably just confusing myself, but yeah. If we're gaining 50 armor, say, this should trigger 4 times, which should be 16 damage. Not to mention this is triggering an additional twice, because we gain 20 mana, 20 armor. This should be hitting 24 damage. And I don't think... Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. We beat this build, I'm not really sure how, I was too busy confused about this thing. They've got a Shelly, this isn't doing much. They did hit 29 mana, which means this is basically doing an extra 15 damage, and it's healing for 10 on hit. Pretty sure that's every time. Ripsaw Blade as well, didn't seem to do much to us. Nope, so that's fine. And also, they wouldn't have really gained any armor, and if they did, it was the flute, and we're removing all our armor every time we hit, so that's fine. Ooh, a Frostbite. We're not going Frost, we sell that for 6 immediately, that's fine. We've gained a healing bag that we can't really put anywhere. I mean, we can, like, put it here, I guess. You can live in there because you heal. Nothing else is actually healing us. So we need some form of a heal. The bird would be insane. I kind of want to put the bird somewhere good. That's all the food and the Critwood staff, which is alright. Are you a nature item? You are a nature item, so you could technically live there. Which isn't the worst. I would like it to hit the armor and the weapon. There would be ideal. It doesn't hit the food, but there is still pretty good. I think that's what we do. We buy you, we spin you around, and we put... Oh. You're in a stupid position, aren't you? So I guess for now... we just buff the food? We do that. You can live there. Or can we not? No, you're just going to live there for a minute, I guess. That can go in there. This we do not need. But if we put it somewhere, I'm sure it does give us some gold value. That is 67 gold, then we lock it so it doesn't consume the items. And I think that still gives us... How much does this sell for? 3? I guess that can give us 3 gold worth of items next turn. I guess that's how that works. And we've got a Chip Ruby. We may as well put you there because you deal damage with Lifesteal. Well, that's a heal. And we'll lock that bag. We could also gain mana. Nope, because we're already gaining loads of mana. Although this does give us a 17% chance to duplicate the buffs they gain. 17% is pretty low. Don't think we need it. And we don't need you either, really. You can go in armor for more crit and stun resistance. That spear only has 1 gem socket. Critwood staff only has 1 gem socket. Alright, let's send it. Go, go, go! This is now meaning that we're gaining loads of max health and random buffs from the cheese. It also means we're cleansing buffs quicker. And it means we're gaining luck quicker, which kind of scales with this because we deal more critical hit chance. So 30% chance goes to 100, 30% chance goes to 100, and that's because we're sat on 5 luck. So that's not bad as like as a minor thing. We have 30% crit chance. Yeah, alright, good win. We've gained a big boy poison, which we kind of want. I don't think we want a magic staff. We could turn you into a poison staff. You have a 30% chance to duplicate poison you inflict. That could actually be bonkers. Is this where we get rid of the Critwood staff? I mean, this is better currently, but we'll see. We also gained a big lifesteal gem as well. Is this scaling? I think this hits more. So we do that. We got a fanny pack. Not really sure what we do with that, mind you. Gloves of Haste as well could be really nice on the Critwood staff and the Wand of Equilibrium, but we did just run into stamina problems, so that's probably not going to be the play. You can now move across, and I think we do that instead. So you gain 20% faster attack speed, and you lose 10% because you're no longer touching that thing. We could also put that in a fanny pack. So now you gain the 10% that you would have gained for touching the broccoli, and you gain 20%. We're also making the bird trigger quicker. And then you want to move across so you heal better. That doesn't actually matter, it doesn't need to trigger faster, so you can just live there. You can live there as well. This really wants to be in a weapon, so we get the heat generation. I guess in backpack we still gain 2 heat and we cleanse 3 debuff, so that's not bad putting that there. You want to be touching armor somehow. So unless we sacrifice a little bit of crit chance reduction and stun resist, and we put you there instead, so you can merge, then these two can merge, and then these two can merge. I think that's okay. We do actually need stamina regen as well, so that's fine. And then we got some debuff cleanse. This is giving us more armor, and then we hold on to this. I would like to sell this gem for 1 and buy this for 8, but we can't afford that, lol. And this is an 80% chance to inflict 2 poison, which is much better than what we've currently got in the weapon. We don't have anything to sell to give us that though, unless we sell like the box of riches or something. And I kind of feel like this turning into a poison one will be really good. So we'll hold on to this for a turn or two. We'll keep both of these reserved and we'll send it. Okay. Lots and lots of heat. Not to mention this is going to trigger really quick. 1.17 seconds. When they hit 60 heat, we're probably dead. Although we're not doing too bad for armor. This is hitting 52 damage when the turtle procs. That is crazy. It was about to proc. That's not turning this needs to touch the turtle ASAP. That's crazy. Crazy damage. Okay, we've now done that, so this can now go in there again. So that's going to now form what it needs to form. Mana Orb could also be nice. We've gained on the fanny pack. We gained on the big boy bag. Big boy bag can go there. You can spin around. You can drop down so you're still being touched. And now you can spin around like that. Or like that, actually. You need to go there. It means the heal isn't healing as often because it's not going to ramp, but I think that's okay. It also means that our max health isn't going to ramp as much either, but again, I think that's okay. We don't need the claws. They're only 0.3 stamina a second. But we are 1.3 stamina currently, and our stamina... We regenerate 1 stamina per second. So we're currently using 1.2 stamina per second. Did I do wrong maths? No? It should be 1.3. That's wrong, I think. Yeah. 1.3 we're currently using. Anyway. So that means we are going to run into stamina issues. Because we have no other way of gaining stamina currently. So we can't put this in as well. It'll be high, and then we're using too much. Although I would like to put you in... We are going to sell it. We have another fanny pack. This can probably go there instead now. And this wants to live here, so it's actually hitting this staff. And now this is still healing us for more, which is fine. We'll hold on to this. I guess we can put loads of gems in here. Again, so we just gain loads of armor right off the bat. We can buy the mana orb as well, which I think wants to go there. And then we're going to lock that a second. What do you turn into? Blue Sage Collar. 5% chance for each luck to gain loads of mana. That isn't bad, because then when this hits 35 mana, we do gain loads of random buffs. Not to mention we do have a Critwood staff currently, so I actually do think we do turn this into a Blue Sage Collar. I think that is an okay play. We will lose our crit chance when we eventually get a poison potion to put this in, but I think that's fine. We also probably want another carrot to cleanse more debuff and gain more in power, which is going to ramp us. So I think we keep these 3 on reserve and then we send it. Have some coffee in this fight. Let's have a look at what some of the times were. This is 9.62 seconds. So not a massive amount of debuff, of cooldown reduction. The Turtle and Sun Shield is crazy with maximum health because it gains so much armor. This hits for 40-50 damage every time, depending on our max health, obviously. But this is currently hitting for 40-50 damage. I mean, fair enough, it's every like 9-10 seconds, which is obviously these are hitting more damage, right? We can see this here on the damage scale. What was that? Flawless Rubies, healing for 45%. Interesting. On the damage... Oh, it only triggered once for 40 damage, but I mean, it's still not as good as the weapons, but that is kind of crazy. Big burst damage. We could gain plus 17 rating, which will get us straight into Diamond. Or we can do rank this survival mode, which we will do anyway, and possibly not go straight into Diamond. I think that is the play. The build seems to be okay currently. What did we just get? Oh, we crafted the Great Sage Collar. And then we also made loads of gemstones. You can now go back in there. You can go back in there. So every time we are gaining mana, we are gaining a bunch of armor, which is also working with the Sun Shield, because every 12 armor we gain, we hit 4 magical damage. You're also an armor gainer, right? No, you just deal more damage and you deal more damage for pets. You are free, so we can just dump you up there. That's fine. We don't need the broom. We've got an elephant room, which gives us more maximum health. This scales way better in the backpack because this is scaling based on our maximum health, not to mention when we enter fatigue, we gain 65% of our max health. So during fatigue, this is going to give us crazy armor, and then this is going to nuke them down. Stamina, we may as well, so we use, so we gain 8% better stamina regeneration. We've got another poison thing here. You're better there instead, because now you're on the gloves. I forgot we moved things around, and the gloves weren't even hitting anything in the last game or two. You should probably live here now. And the coal can live in there. Yeah, that is much better. I forgot we moved the gloves. I'm stupid. Or we can put the gloves here and put max health. So max health's going to trigger 20% faster. We currently have no dark items, so that's fine like it is. You're a heal, so that's fine. We've gained another heal item. Or another lifesteal ruby. I guess you can just live in there. So you deal, after 5 seconds, you deal 10 magic damage, 150% lifesteal. You're 6 damage, and it's healing for 20% more because it's in the bag that heals for more. At this point, I kind of feel like we sell the sand. And we buy a carrot. Like so. Can you hit more things? Yes and no. We could switch you around, then you're hitting 3. You're only hitting 2 though, so I don't think we do that. Like that instead? 3, 2, 2. That was kind of the same as it was, right? No, these are both hitting 3 now, as opposed to like... Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're doing the same thing over and over again. Okay. Again, I would like this for 8. I don't think we're going to be able to afford it because we're not going to sell anything. Is this where we just get rid of the staff? I will hold on to the staff for one more turn. Yeah, for one more turn. Okay, let's send it. Heavy vampirism build. Jesus Christ, and you've got 2 red orchid collars, so your vampirism is going to be nuts. They don't have... Oh yeah, they've killed me, alright. Oh no, turtle saved us. For a moment. For a moment. Those heals were crazy. Vampirism was healing for 600. Jesus. They had some big, like, 200 health heals at some point, didn't they? I mean, it's just crazy heals. Alright, vampirism build beat us, that's fine. You can't live anywhere, so we're going to sell you. You have a chance to... effects? Yeah, I don't care about that. Oh, we gained a big boy lifesteal gem. You're going to live in there. This is 35% lifesteal, or our healing is increased by 40%. We still don't really have any healing. So this isn't really going to work in the bag. We could also sacrifice... You know what? I think we just dump you in there. So our healing is increased by 25%. I don't know if that means the lifesteal is increased by 25%. I guess we'll find out. We've gained 2 more blue orbs, so I guess we do that and we do that. That's going to give us more armor. At this point, I'm going to unreserve both of these items and we're going to roll once. We didn't see a potion, so we're going to sell you. And we've got 7 gold going into the next game. Yep, we send it. Do we need to do anything else here? Yes, we do. We need to put you here. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Send it. Okay. I'm hoping we don't lose every single one of these games and we only gain +1 ranking. That would kind of suck, but we'll see how we go. They've got lots of armor, but we are currently outscaling them. We're about to hit them 48 damage with the Sun Shield. We're also putting quite a lot of poison on them as well. We are having stamina issues, however. So is this where we now get rid of the Critwood staff completely? I'm glad we won that first round. Ooh, this is an interesting set of items. We've now gained an 80% chance to inflict 1 poison, because the poison or the emeralds have merged. That's fine. We can put you in there. That's fine. We can do that. That's fine. We can possibly move the cheese up and put you there for a second, and then we can put you 2 in here. No, we can't. We can put them up there instead. That's going to give us 16% base stamina regen, and they're going to merge. We have a Chili Goobert. Heal for 12 and gain 2 heat. Oh, we finally got one. A heal, I mean. I don't know where we put you, though. Unless we put you here? We could do this. I know this means it loses... Oh no, it's still a nature item. Hilarious. And then we can basically put the carrots like so. We do now lose twice the armor that we were stripping. We could also do that. Put the carrot there. Put the broccoli there. 3.8, 2.7. It makes sense we have both 2.7s there. That's a 3 second, that's a 1.5, just to trigger this more. So we're going to gain a bunch of heat, and we're going to heal for 12. This is also in the healing bag, so it's going to heal for more. Cheese needs to go like that, I think. So this is hitting 2, this is hitting 2. You're not quite in the 3% faster, 5% faster ATS every 3 seconds. I think that's okay, and I think we do now just completely get rid of the crit with staff. I think we strip out the poison as well, so now this has just got 35% lifesteal on it. I would like more armor. Ooh, and crit chance. We'd have just lost crit chance. I don't think we need it. Weapons deal plus 20% damage but attack 10% slower, and weapon hits gain 7 armor. This could be really good if the sun shield was touching the... If the sun shield was touching the weapon of choice, but it's not, so that's fair enough. We've moved the turtle across one, that's still hitting the shield. We've moved this across, so weapon hits, this is the only weapon, that makes more sense being here. And now this is touching 3 mana items. The only other mana item we have in the bag currently is the mana orb. But we're not going to be able to do that unless... we move all of this, like right once or twice. Which we could do. Like so. And then we can put in the wand down here instead. Doesn't matter where, we'll just do that with it, so it's still there with it, sorry, so it's still getting buffed. And then we can move you here. Oh, that's a shame. It needs to be down one. Unless we move you across one more, and then we flip you like that. Now you're hitting all 4 mana items that we have in our bag. Turtle's still hitting the shield. Shield's still hitting the 2 armor items that we need. And this is now hitting the same amount of things it was hitting before. I mean, this is only hitting 4 things. It's pretty bad. We should ideally have one here as well to hit all the food, but it is what it is. That's fine, I think. Maybe 2.6 seconds. We could also move the turtle here and bring the goob down, but I don't think we want to be doing that really, so I think that's okay. May as well put the box there. I don't think we need these gloves, so we're going to sell them. We don't need a tusk poker, so I think we're going to sell them. Rock we don't need, we're going to sell that as well. We could also move you across. No, we can't move you across anymore. Didn't these not merge? Why didn't these merge? Didn't we put them there last turn? Don't know. Not sure. Can't really remember at this point in time. You can go basically anywhere. We'll put you there for now. This is gain 3 rejuvenation after 4 seconds. Because we can't put you anywhere else. So you're just going to live down there, I guess. You can live down there because you're random. And you're cleansing debuffs. So we'll put you here. We could... No, we don't need this red gem because we already have like the best red gem. We could merge these two together and put them in armor. If and when we get more armor. Oh, I've just seen something else. We've got this thing as well now. You're going to go there. This is max health. We want you always giving us max health. This can go there. We want you two to merge together. And I guess it's better to have a 20% chance to resist poison than just gaining rejuvenation. I think that is the play. This doesn't need to be in the backpack technically, but we'll keep it in. Alright, I think this is looking pretty good. Yeah. We don't optimize the bags of Holdall, however. Because the Holdall bags give us armor for common items, and ideally if we had 6 gemstones in that bag, we'd obviously gain a bunch of armor. I don't think we need this anymore, so we're going to sell it, and I think we roll once. We don't need any of that. It won't be bad, but we don't need it. Send it. We might need that actually when we come across a Reaper build just like this one. Brilliant. We'll probably lose to this, but we'll see how we go. We are reflecting 2 debuffs, but they are inflicting a crazy amount of debuffs to us, so we're not removing our debuffs, we're just cleansing. This is never going to trigger because we're already like 5 seconds casting. I'll be shocked if we win this, to be completely blunt. We do have a bunch of more max health than they do, but eventually we just won't be able to cast anything because the frost is so strong. So yeah, this is a loss. Crazy strong build. Crazy strong build. We never expect to beat this, to be fair, which is a bit of a shame. We don't get the items to beat it, I don't think. We gained a bunch of random gemstones. This now goes back in the armor because we want blues in armor. You probably want to be in here. So we have more healing chance. And that's fine. We don't need the Phoenix, we don't need the Frostblade, we don't need the Fire. Nope. We've gained more cleansing of debuffs, so you can just live down there, I guess. You two can be merged up here. And then I guess we put the blue in there. We probably want to buy the crown at this point. Just so we gain some form of cleanse and a heal, I guess? I guess? What is it? Every 2.4 seconds? It could go there as well. We could move the carrot down and put the crown here. And put the gemstone in the crown, so we gain more healing. We don't really need these 2 gemstones considering we have 2 turns left, so I think we sell both of these crap ones. We could lamp. So this starts to ramp up a bit more. I think that's good. That is not good. We sell that. I think we do buy the lamp because it is a bonus. And then we roll once to see what we can get for the last turn. Bag space. We start with some more armor. And we probably want that as well, actually. We probably should have bought that first. You go there to merge. Alright, I think we send it. I'll be shocked if we lose both these next games. We'll see. Loads of initial. You start with 44 mana. What? So their Cupcake Staff is just going to ramp mana. Their Cupcake Staff is going to deal crazy amount of damage. We just need Turtle to proc because it's going to deal loads of armor for us. 306 armor. We hit them for 100 damage. We still lost because their staff's hitting so much damage, but that was insane towards the end there. Where was it? Here-ish? Yeah. We gained 306 armor. Sun Shield hit 100 damage. That's crazy. It's not even a weapon. And they started the game off with 14 mana that then went to 26 and then what? That's crazy mana gain. Start off with they've got multiple Charismatic Orbs, that's why. Oh wow, and they're actually hitting a lot of things in them as well, yeah. So yeah, they started off with 13 mana and then it jumped to 26 and then went straight to 36. 41 and then the game started. That's crazy. 41 mana they started the fight with. Oh, they've got a third one, I didn't see that. That is kinda crazy that you can start off the fight with 40 plus mana. If they had the I mean, they still won anyway. If they had the 2 mana items that give them loads of buffs when they hit 25 mana, and the one that means that the mana orbs give plus 20 buffs, the unique, that would be an insane build. We're getting a buff bag. I can't bother to put it in. We're getting this. Can't bother to put it in. We're getting rope. Don't really need the rope anywhere. No, we're going to sell that. We've got a helmet. Helmet could be good. We could put it there for a second. Don't need the gemstone. Don't need the gemstone. We also don't need this, really, but... Do we want to reduce our opponent's healing by a bunch instead of debuff removal? I think we probably do. So we'll do just that. We'll unreserve that. We don't need it anymore. We got a coal. I guess that works because, or sorry, a burning coal, because it does cleanse 3 debuffs, which is fine. I think now we just want to look for a really important item. And I'm hoping we see another one of these birds for 6, but we may not see one. We can get a crow, but we can't because it's the last round. We can try this, I guess. Chance-based effects are more likely to trigger. That's good on the shield. It's also good on the helmet. That buffs 2 things. That's fine. And after 5 seconds, we gain 2 buffs of the type which we have the most of. So I think that is okay. We can also grab that, I guess, just for debuff removal. Let's send it. Started off really well, got a bit better, and then it went very bad. Okay. So they've got 20% less healing. And we've got 19% heal reduction. We should win this. We've got loads of armor. We've got 2k max health. Can we get one more shield proc? 104 damage on the shield. Crazy. So I guess we won that because we had a massive crit hit reduction, right? So this never crit us. I mean, it doesn't actually look like it has any crit chance. Even if we did have no, or even if we didn't have critical hit resistance. Yeah. We also had a 62% stun resistance, but they weren't actually stunning us. They also had healing as damage, but they were gaining less heal reduction, so that was fine. And their max health didn't scale very well, to be completely honest. They also ran into stamina issues because we have the shield, I'm guessing. Not to mention this has a 34.5% chance to prevent damage because of this. All in all, we ended with 2k health. That wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all. 19 rank. We are now in Diamond. Hells yeah! So this is the highest rank I've been in this game on any class. We basically randomed every class into gold. And then we figured, you know what? Let's just bag of giving it into diamond. So that is perfect. Here, let's do a diamond game. Let's see how well this works. This is pretty good. Every time we enter the shop, we generate 1 gold coin worth of items. And every 3 seconds, we gain 4 armor. I think that's the play. It doesn't matter about all the starting classes are no longer offered in the shop because we don't use the shop. Because Bag of Giving gives us loads of free items. That kind of works. We do want a heal, so we'll grab you. We do want a buckler as well. So we'll do that and put you there. And I guess we go with the wooden sword. I would like to re-roll this and get a different weapon, but I think that's okay. You're all touching 2, you've gained a bunch of armor, that's fine, let's send it. I think we should win most early games. The pan might kill us. Hammer would definitely kill us. Yeah, pan, oh, hit for 0, that's fine. Hit for 6. Out of stamina, brilliant. We should absolutely win now, although we're not, so maybe the poison's going to kill me instead. Big hit from me? No, the wooden sword did me dirty. Alright. We've got Shelly immediately. That is absurd. We've got a scroll, epic, which is a 1% chance, which is absurd as well. We'll hold on to this. I think here... Oh, we definitely need bag space. I think Shelly's probably better than what? How do we fit all this in? The bow's pretty good. We can't do anything with the bow, and again, more damage would be nice, but we lack bag space for damage. Unless we get rid of the buckler. And then we put damage, we move everything up. We take out the banana, we put Shelly in, and we put the scroll in. And then we can also have a minor 5 heal as well. That could probably live on both sides. Like that instead. A little bit of armor gain, a bit more armor gain. Some buffs, some heals, some heals, some heals. Banana, and that we won. I guess we can strip buffs on a 1.4 second, and we can make the bow a bit quicker. Which is what, 10% faster. Okay, I think that is the play we go into the next round. Okay. I feel really confident about that. They've got a singular broom. If it doesn't kill us in 12 seconds, we'll win, because Shelly's going to just clutch heal at 12-second mark. They don't seem to be dealing more damage than the garlic is giving us armor, which is perfect. There's a big heal that we didn't get any value out of, because we're already on full health. They are scaling max health, but again, in fatigue, we should win, because Shelly's going to save us. Any second. There's the big heal from Shelly, and then we win. Yeah, okay. Shelly early game is so strong. Oh my god, we gained loads of good items. Okay. Oh, we've also got false life again. We've had that every game almost. We don't want to inflict 4 poison, but we do want to heal for 9. This would be really good right here on both the weapons. So we could do that. 2.4 second isn't the greatest, so we can spin you around like that. We can put you here because that's every 3 seconds, and this is gaining 1 buff. We could do a bag space there. I like the carrot, I like the broccoli, I like all the garlic we've got, but I don't think we're going to be able to keep it all. So we sell the rock. I think we sell the poison gemstone. At this point, I kind of feel like we sell 2 garlic. No, we sell 3 garlic and we buy false life. We can't put you in yet, so we need bag space. There's some bag space for 5. We're going to have to sell everything in the bag, basically, to get that. Do we want to do that? We kind of do want to do that. We're going to have to sell the buckler. We have 3 items. I think we sell the banana because we're not going to fit it. And I think debuff cleansing and empower is better than rejuvenation and luck. So I think we sell that as well. We buy bag space. We put you here. False life can go anywhere. It doesn't matter. And then we got a carrot. Okay, I think that is the play. We send it. No, we don't. Because now technically we can put Shelly there and the carrot there, and that can heal 2 things. So it's going to heal for an additional 6. That's 11 heal. And these 2 things are still hitting what they need to hit. Or this is hitting what it needs to hit still. Alright. 2.4, this is 2.7, that's 3 seconds. But then we won't be able to hit both things. That's 6.5, and yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. This is going to give us a heal. We've got a bunch of healing now, which is good. They've got a broom, they've got a dagger, they've got a sword. We should win, although... Oh, it's only the broom. So we might get some blind, then it means we deal no damage, but we are poisoning, and yeah, we smash them. Okay. I think we already have a shell. I wouldn't mind an additional shell. Items effect inside, or items inside, the effects are increased by 30%. We have nothing that is a time thing right now. So we don't need this, but it is bag space, so we'll grab it. We can also move it all that direction one and put it like this. These can come forward, so they're in a fanny pack. We don't need the rock. Lifesteal, we don't really do any damage. You can just go anywhere, it doesn't matter. And then we've got some rejuvenation, I think that's fine. And I think we send it. We could also turn that scroll into a lantern berry right now if we wanted to. We don't currently gain any mana, but when we do gain 1 mana, we cleanse 3 debuffs and we gain luck and rejuvenation. Which I think is possibly better than just healing for 8 every 2.4 seconds as long as we have no debuffs. I think we're going to have to sell the rejuvenation and we're going to buy this scroll. We're going to put the scroll there and then we're going to move the carrot up. And that's going to make lantern berry, which I think is very important. Especially this early on. Okay. Every time we use 4 stamina, we use a mana to regenerate 1 stamina. We don't have any mana, so this does nothing right now. You might have Battle Rage, you might have an axe and a lantern, but again, our max health is scaling kinda crazy right now. We've gained an additional shell, that's fine. These have now, that's fine, we don't need to reserve you anymore. We've gained another puzzle bag of endurance. Again, we don't need it, but I guess we just dump it there for bag space. We've gained a hawk rune. Every 2.4 seconds we inflict a blind. That is crazy. And it's every 2.4 seconds, which is pretty quick. So that's going to be a poison goober activator, and it's going to inflict blind. And it's going to activate and give us more stamina because of the bag of giving. Perfect. We can put you there, so you two combine. We can put debuff removal there. I guess we can put more lifesteal here. Damage after 5 seconds. We deal 4 magic damage with 150% lifesteal. And we've got a poison. I think that is probably better in the bow instead of the attack speed. And that is probably better there. So we're inflicting more poison. I have a higher chance to inflict more poison. We do gain in power, 55% chance as long as we have 4 luck. We're not gaining any luck anymore, so this is useless. I wouldn't mind a Wand of Equilibrium. We also want 2 health pots for these 2, so we can turn it into 3 Shellies. I think that's okay. We could change this out like so, because this is 2.7 seconds, this is every 3 seconds. That means this is going to trigger quicker. 2.4, 2.7, 1.7, and 1.4. The cube's going to proc loads. You're hitting almost everything you need to hit. It'll be better if we can put you there, but we're not going to because it's every 3 seconds. We could also put everything down here instead. Maybe? No, because, yeah, that's fine, only hitting 2 things. I think that's okay. Again, we don't have any mana right now. It does give us an additional 6% chance to protect our buffs from being cleansed on top of the 20% base. Again, it would be nice if it hit all 3 like that, but we don't. Oh, we do have the backspace. We can just do that, can't we? Fixed. Nailed it. Not difficult. Easy peasy. Send it. Okay. Heat build with rocks and Spike Shield. Spike Shield may kill us because... Oh no, we are cleansing... Are we cleansing their buffs? Oh, wait, hang on, what? Oh yeah, because of this. This is hitting cleansing buffs. Yeah, that's fine. Don't know how often the Flawed Emerald procced. And I don't think we can see that, right? Poison. It put 2 poison stacks on. Or it did 2 damage. I think it put 2 poison stacks on. And it's a 50%, right? Yeah, 50%. I was going to put this on so we're further removing debuffs, but I don't think that's necessary. We gain Sir Sand. That's probably beneficial because we are ramping blind. So I think that is kind of good to put in the bag somewhere. We can put it there. We don't really need stamina, but that's fine. 25% chance to duplicate debuffs they inflict. This is annoying because I would like this to go here. It just means that... Yeah. 2.7... 2.4, but it has a 25% chance to duplicate the debuffs they inflict. This is going to give even more blind. That can also go there. I don't know if that means we also have a chance to duplicate the debuff on ourselves, but we do have cleanse, and we do have more cleanse if we had mana. So we do want mana, which means we want this for 4. 2 of these make sense because they're going to combine and it's going to give us debuff cleanse, or it's going to give us a chance to remove buffs from the opponent. Don't think we need you anymore for 1, and then we could sell the carrot for 2, but that isn't going to give us what we need to get the Equilibrium Staff. So for now we just do that. Yeah, that's fine. We've still got that on hold. We send it. Oh wait, we don't send it. You need to go... I guess like that. I think that's better, so we gain an additional heal off these 2, as opposed to a 3% chance to protect our buffs from removal. 3% isn't great, unless it's hitting loads of light things and it's ramping. I think that is probably better. Or we can do that. No, we can't do that, that's fine, we just do that, that's fine. Yeah, alright, send it. I don't know how important the extra little bit of healing is of these 2 shells, to be fair. Because we do start with a bit of armor, and we are gaining heal from the goob. Yeah, they healed us for nothing, basically. Oh, but we do gain max life when we overheal, so yes, that is important that these are overhealing us. Okay. 3 weapons, no stamina. Beautiful. We gained another shell. At this point in time, I don't think we need this. Shop refreshes, 35% chance for a trade offer, and at the start of battle we gain 70 armor and we resist 6 debuffs. This is very strong, but I don't see where we put it. I don't think we need the lower green one. So we get rid of that for 1 gold. That gives us 2 gold. Not that it matters. We could... Would we? We could do this. Put you there, put you there. Again, this isn't overhealing us anymore, but I think that's okay. And then we can put you here. We can put both the little red gems in there, and we can do that. Oh, also that needs to be there, I guess. Or we do that. Perfect. Now both of these gems are combining. Everything looks pretty good. You're hitting 2 things. You're only hitting 1, but that's okay. And you're hitting 3 things now. Perfect. Yeah, we send it. That's good. Okay. Did you reflect 2 debuffs? Reflect 3 debuffs. Okay. So we did put 2 blind on ourselves, which is weird. But that's fine. Loads of poison, loads of blind. They have an 85% chance to hit us. Now it's 80. This has loads of accuracy, however. Why does the torch have so much accuracy? I guess this always has full accuracy. It's got greater than 100. I'm not sure why that can still hit us, to be fair. They should have reduced their accuracy by like 40%, right? Yeah, 40% accuracy. Not sure. Oh, they had 6 luck. Not sure. Alright, well we smashed them. Once again, we have a subclass. We can buy Turtle, which I think probably is the play. We could also buy the ukulele. We don't have any musical instruments, so I don't think that's the play. We have a hero sword. That is better than the wooden sword, so we'll do that. We'll put you back in there, and we'll sell you. Yep, we'll sell the rock. We don't need it. We've got a red gemstone. I guess you can just live anywhere. Faster attack speed on something might be nice, but we don't have any like things that trigger off these 2 weapons, so I don't think we need it. I think a 50% chance to remove opponent's buff might be better than reducing the opponent's healing by 25%. Although 25% is huge. So I think we put the poison in the bow and put the lifesteal in the sword. That's going to give us a minor amount of lifesteal. We've got a blue one. That can go there for a second. Now, we have a snow stick. I don't think we need it. We are cleansing debuffs pretty quickly. Not to mention Shally does remove 6 debuffs, so that would mean our frost doesn't scale crazy high. We also have a chain whip. We tried that. It didn't really work very well, so we're going to sell it. I don't think we need this. We're going to sell it. And then we also have dragon scale armor. We gain 40 armor. During battle rage, damage is reduced by 10%. I also don't think we need this, so I think we're going to sell that. If we have 10 heat, we cleanse 1 debuff. It's not the best. It's not the worst. I wouldn't mind Merchant for the scales, but I don't think it fits when we have a goob, personally. Although the scales going there would be crazy if we put Shally on the right hand side. We could have moved it up 1 more as well, like there or something, but again, with the goob in play, it's a bit difficult. We could move both of these up and then move the whole board left 1. Ukulele's not... I think we go Shieldmaster. I think that's what we take. And now we need shields. That's max health. We'll absolutely grab you because we are scaling max health. We also have a fanny pack, which I think is the play. And we do that for 4 nature items. Better yet, we move you across 1 more for 5. can't really hit 6 doing this. So I think that is fine like that. And then we've got a turtle that we can't put anywhere unless we get rid of Sir Sand. Not to mention we don't currently have a shield, so this isn't really doing a massive amount. We'll do it here. Every 12.5 seconds we gain 50 armor, plus 20% of our max health, and we are a max health scaling build. Makes sense. The minor blue, we're still not gaining mana, so I'm not going to keep hold of this. I'm going to sell it. And I think we don't need base stamina regen, so I think we sell that and we put this crap one in instead. Can we remove 2 items so we can put this in? We could remove a shell. Yeah, we could remove a shell. And then put you here. We don't need the crap red gem, and I think we actually sell the shell now as well. And then we send it. We don't send it. Can you hit 5 things again? If we move you around, we can. And that's now hitting 5 things again. You're hitting the 2 light things on the board. Yep, I think that is absolutely fine. Yeah, alright, that's much better. I would kind of like Shelly in a fanny pack as well, but that's not going to work. Nope. Send it. Go, go, go. Heat build with some rocks and a burning blade. Unless they run into stamina issues, we probably lose this. Although, we have no mana. We need mana. Yeah, we need mana. And you are spending heat as well to do something, right? Yeah, to heal for 12. Okay. Give me the mana. Oh, we do get a little bit of mana now, but not enough. We've got Holdor, that's fine. We can put common items in that. We don't need Fortuna's Grace, although it does attack twice. No, we're going to regret selling this, but I think we sell it. We don't need the lower level blue one. We do have armor now. But I kind of like the fact that we are amassing healing. So I think we sell the blue one and we sell the coal. We could keep the coal. We could. Oh, I think we are going to buy a cupcake. It's a food item. It's not a nature item. So this doesn't need to be in the... doesn't need to be touching here. How do we put a cupcake in and benefit? The only way I see it happening is by doing that and putting cupcake here. Or we put the cupcake here and spin the carrot around. Like that. But we do lose 1 max health gain. I don't see how else we do that. Unless we put you right at the back. We move you down to there. Yeah, because you're only hitting 2 nature items, that's fine. And then we move... Oh, wait, yeah, you don't need to touch what you're touching. We spin the carrot around, we put the carrot there and we put you there. Now you're hitting 5 things and it kind of works. Well, you think that's fine? We got a coal, we don't really need a coal. What does it do in the backpack? Gain a random buff and inflict a random debuff. I mean, it kind of makes sense, we do it there so we gain at least a bit of armor. Alright, I think we send this, I don't think we need anything else. That might not be bad. This might also not be bad when we partner them both up, so we'll reserve both and we'll send it. That's on sale for 6. That also cleanses blind, which this is giving us both blind. So these can all be good, and not to mention this uses the mana to gain a rejuvenation and heal for 10, which is also kind of good. I think we reserve everything. Yeah, we just reserve everything. Why not? Hungry Blade, Piggy Bank. double food buffs, which means your food is triggering super quick. Not to mention you've got loads of armor. You're removing spikes, we don't gain spikes. So this might be a kill them by poison build. They've also gained loads of, yeah, their luck. We need a way to remove their luck, or this blind isn't doing anything. Good big damage at the end for poison, 46. Interesting items. I'm kind of happy with what we've seen here. These are both stamina usage. Dual wielding could be really good. 20% faster and minus 30% stamina cost on both of these weapons. They're crap weapons. They're basically not doing anything. We could go no rush, please. We could also do common weapons deal 150% more damage, but this is 150% more damage on like 2 to 4 is garbage. So we don't really need that. We sell the rock. We have an amethyst egg. That might be good. Not that. We go items. We go whelp. Well, what do? Inflict 4 random debuffs, and on hit, remove a random buff from your opponent. That's not the worst thing in the world. It's also not a stamina usage thing, so we could put an egg in and just dump it here. I didn't even see where this came from. I guess we just do that a second. Broccoli is also very good. It'll be nice if we could touch loads of food with that. We can move Shelly. Can we move Shelly? I mean, we can, but I don't know if we need to. I'd like to get an additional nature item in here. I'd like to put the broccoli right there. Not that it matters. Let's just leave Shelly where it was a second. Devouring Sphere. Every 2.9 seconds, we gain 1 Vampirism and deal 10 magic damage with 100% lifesteal. Triggers 1% faster for each frost and 2% faster for each blind on your opponent. This is going to ramp really hard. So I think we do that. 2.7, 2.9. They start with 3 blind. And then this is inflicting a blind every 2.4 seconds, which is scaling this. Which is then going to give us a bunch of vampirism, which means these two are going to vamp. Or this isn't, because I don't think ranged weapons do stuff with vampirism. I could be wrong. I think we're only going to have 4 gold. Unless we also sell the shell? I don't want to sell the shell in case we get a healing potion and make an additional Shelly. How do we do this? Oh, I don't know. Unless we just go random. We could sell a broccoli and go random. Although, where would we then put random? This, I don't know if this is good or not. 20% faster. I mean, it makes sense if we put loads of poison on them. It makes sense if we put loads of the debuff removal on them. So they're just stripping debuffs. Sorry, stripping buffs or just inflicting loads of debuffs. It kind of makes sense. But 30% faster. I mean, that could work. No Rush Please also works. Because that stacks with Sir Sand. And that gives us time to ramp. It also gives them time to ramp. And I don't think we ramp that hard right now. So I think we sell the shell. We sell the coal and we go random. That's actually really good. Shields have a 30% chance to block and armors trigger 60% faster. Again, we're not using shields right now. We're not using armors right now. But eventually we will want shields for Turtle. So now, can we remove a singular item? We still can't do that. So this doesn't need to go in, and neither does the broccoli. Not really, anyway. And then here... I mean, yeah, we don't really have anywhere to put anything. Yeah, alright, we've lost 2 max health on this triggering, but that's fine. I don't think we send it. We'll hold the broccoli, we'll hold shielded. Again, it doesn't do anything right now, so there's no point putting it in the bag. Lots of heals, lots of vampirism. This is actually kind of really good. This converts 45 health into 100 armor. It then converts 10 health into 20 shield, and this is giving them 20 heal every 1.8 seconds. or 6 mana, or 5 heat. So they are going to scale. This has 100% accuracy, because this is giving it 5% accuracy every 1.87 seconds. And that is quicker than our Hawk Rune can put on blind. Which means this isn't that fast. Because they don't permanently have blind on them. We did win, however. And I'm pretty sure we just healed for like 117 right at the end. I felt like we did anyway. I guess there, 117. Oh, that must have been from the Badger, yeah, because he went below 50% health. Okay. Hilarious that we reserved everything. We don't need the torch. Or the burning torch, sorry. Although that could ramp. Start of battle, we gain 2 heat. And then on hit, 30% chance to gain 1 damage. That could ramp faster than the... Well, the bow's never ramping. It does 2 to 3 damage on a 1.7 cooldown. This is a 1.4 second cooldown. And we are slightly above our base stamina usage. I think that is okay. We can also now put in the coal, but we don't have a coal anymore. That's hilarious. We sell the piggy bank, we sell the bow. We have more bag space. This could be good to ramp the torch. Because then it's got an additional, what, accuracy and 1 damage every 3.4 seconds. That could be quite nice. I don't think we want the yellow gems, so I think we sell both of them. Don't really care about the green gem being low. Dark gem for free armor. How's it going, Gamma? This one? Don't know if we want... I think we do want this to just convert them. I think that's fine. We do that for a second. Shielded still can't go in. This still can't go in, and neither can this. Dark gem for free armor. Oh, 7 debuffs inflicted, gains 6 armor. That is insane. Yes, I didn't see that. I was gonna... I reserved everything, because I was like, healing's good, this is cheap, and this could make the better helmet. But that might actually be better. Putting this in an armor, because we are inflicting debuffs. Not like a massive amount, it's every 2.4 seconds. This is also inflicting 4 at the start, and it does something else, right? Remove a random buff. Alright. Oh, but we also are doing poison. Yeah, you make a very good point. So I think here, we put this in here, and this, we actually drop the lifesteal from 15% to 10%, but we want these to merge. And I think that is the play. I don't think we need this anymore. No, we do. We want this because it heals for 10, and we're max life scaling. And this also wants to hit both of the dark items. So for now, oh, as if it doesn't hit the... God damn you! I guess we switch the cupcake round? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. We need bag space. There's some bag space. We can also get a molten spear. I don't like the molten spear. We're not going to get it. At this point, we need to sell 3... We need to make 3 gold. I don't want to sell the gemstone. I also don't want to sell the broccoli, the lamp, or the shielded. So I think we just hold off for these 2 items. And I think we send it. And yeah, the purple dragon's going to be nice. I mean, it already inflicts 4 random debuffs at the start of the fight. And eventually... I mean, it still does the same thing, but it will also remove a random buff from the opponent. And we do like to strip their buffs if we can. We also need shields for the turtle. So at the moment, the build's a bit hit or miss. They've got a katana, they've got scales, they've got 2 shields and shielded. So we may lose this. It all depends on how well they strip their poison. And it all depends on how well we scale max health. We did get saved there by the turtle a little bit. Not to mention, the badger's going to kick in and give us a bunch of max health in a second. The turtle fired before the badger, I think. I'm guessing the badger's already fired. Alright, yeah, they had pretty good debuff removal apparently. Oh yeah, they got three gems removing debuffs. That's the only thing that's removing debuffs as well. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Oh, Shepherd's Rod as well. Yeah, I missed that. One day you need to beat someone's backpack with a lamp oil, a rope, and a happy bomb in your backpack. Mate, happy bomb is crazy when you get some buffs. Or debuffs, sorry. I don't think we care about this. We are playing a weird build where we don't have very good weapons, but I think that's okay. As good as this might be, I don't think we have the stamina for it, we don't have the heat for it, and we certainly don't have the empower for it right now. So we sell that 100%. We got bag space, that's perfect. We can now lamp you up. Broccoli wants to go in somewhere. We got another goo, but I don't think we care. We need shields. God damn. We need some shields. Trying to work out where else we can put you better. For now, you can stay there for 4. We do want some shields down here, though, at some point. Broccoli wants to go in. Shelly can probably live somewhere else. The 3% buff removal, like protection, I really don't think matters that much. It's 3%. I think we move Shelly up here. We put Broccoli down here. It still only gives us 4, but that's fine, I think. You can now go in a weapon. I don't know if 50% chance to gain or to inflict 1 poison is better. Oh, it doesn't matter. These two are going to merge next turn anyway. That's fine. Shielded still doesn't need to go in, and this will sell because we don't really care about the lower level gems. He was countering me, to be fair, with the debuff stuff. You are not wrong. Oh, I didn't realise that had a gem slot. I forget that some of these whelps have gem slots. We don't often get them. I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. We're a gold off buying both of these. We have nowhere to put the book if we buy it, so I think we're going to have to buy bag space. And we're going to do this, I think. We think. Yeah, that's fine. And for now, I mean, again, this doesn't do anything, so we'll just put it in the bag. It doesn't really matter. Let's send it. Let's see how we get on. We are in diamond now, by the way. We got diamond today earlier. So these builds should be a lot better. Oh, he's got Tim. Ooh, he's got Tim. He doesn't have much debuff cleanse or any. So, I mean, he does have so much more luck than we're putting debuffs on, so we're going to lose this. He's also got way better max health scaling and loads more in power. Alright, never mind. For a second I was kind of happy with the looks of that, but maybe not. We've got a food buffer. This makes food trigger 40% faster. I think we'll keep it. We also have a draconic orb. We are currently not really generating any heat. I mean, if we start with loads of heat, the cupcake is going to give us more heat, but I don't think that's the plan. We have this. You can just live in the whelp. That means we are generating a bit of heat, which means we can probably hang on to that. Sand could also be good. Carrots, we'll do that actually. That's now duplicating poison. Then this is giving us an increase in our healing, which isn't the best currently. We only have 2 items that are healing us, I think. Yep. Cleanser debuff, at least if we have 4 luck. We need this to produce luck. This is also producing luck, but at a much slower rate, I guess. The carrots could be nice though. That's fine. We sell this for 1. We'd put the sand in, but we have nowhere to put the sand. So I think we sell the sand as well. And I think we send it with 2 carrots in the backpack. Yeah, I think that's the play. They've got 2 chefs. So they're going to start with loads of rejuvenation. Cupcake is probably just going to buff us loads of heat, which is the play. That is actually going to make us crit for like 9 damage. It's not the best. 1 more luck gain. There we go. We should now be critting. We crit for 8, and then we didn't crit anymore, so I don't know how that works. Okay. Another crazy empower build. Because of the carrots, I guess. Yeah, alright. This is suddenly starting to lose every game. We're seeing the difficulty spike. We can get a spike staff. Don't think we need that. We don't need the axe, although it would do more damage than these two, but for now, we're not too fussed. We're not too fussed. We're also not too fussed. Healing all the blind. Every build in Diamond, well, not every build, but most builds seem to have really good debuff removal. We want the shield over the heart, I think. We could turn that into a dark heart, which would be beneficial for false life. I mean, at this point, I kind of feel like we get rid of the armor and put this in. Not that we would want to do that, because then we don't have any armor gain. We're going to sell both the carrots, we're going to sell the bag. That gives us 11 gold. We could sell this for 6 gold, and then we can buy this and the shield. I think that's the play. And then we can do this. I think that is the correct play. We lose Sir Sand, which means we lose 3 blind on the opponent. I think that's okay. And then we also have a 50% chance to strip debuffs off our opponent on a 1.4 second cooldown. I think that is also okay. Wouldn't mind that scroll. And we could also sell Sir Sand, but I think we'll hold on to it for now. I don't think we scale as well as other builds currently, because our build is all over the shop. So this is probably doing more damage than good to us. We'll send it, we'll see how we get on. Oh, it's this build we've lost. Alright, cool. We do have some debuff cleanse. We don't have enough though. And they've got 3 Shellys. They're also stripping all our buffs. Everything's going to be stupidly slow to proc. And we will lose. That's the nature of the Gambag. It is indeed, yeah. I mean, I do enjoy it, because I do find it very fun just to get thrown random items, and sometimes builds come together, sometimes they don't. Yeah, but this build is so difficult to beat, especially with this bag. Oh, I thought we only had 1 more try left. That's better. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, Staff of Unhealing. Every 2 seconds we heal for 25. We use 5 mana. For 2 seconds, deal 100% of your healing as magic damage. I really like this staff. I think we're going to put it here. And then we need to somehow make this touch it. We switch shielding round. Oh, I forgot to move shielding round. That was a huge misplay. Huge misplay. We would have still lost that last game, but yeah. Do we make mana? Off this we do. But then we spend mana from this guy, and we also spend mana on this guy. So this is probably never going to have 5 mana to proc, but it is going to heal us for 25 every 2 seconds. We also have high stamina usage, which isn't great. But this may, because again, with the false life, this may actually mean that we just out-heal them, especially when we've got a bunch of armor going on. Not too fussed about the actual use 5 mana for 2 seconds to deal 100% of your healing as damage. If we get there, fantastic. If we don't get there, I think that's okay. We could also trade in the Whelp for Bloodthorn. I don't think we do, though. I mean, I don't want to, like, we've lost, but I kind of feel like we're in the boat of losing at this point. Do we want to scrap Broccoli? And instead maybe get this scroll or this book? We don't want to use mana. So this is possibly better than the Broccoli at this point. We're going to sell Sir Sand. We're going to sell the Clover. We're also going to sell this gem. And I kind of want to buy this, and I kind of want to switch out for the Broccoli. We do that. We send it. If we lose, let's not send it a second. No, that's fine. We send it. If we lose, we lose. If we don't lose, happy days. But I kind of feel like we'll probably lose. The builds have suddenly become very, very hard. Oh, it's this build again, basically, with the debuff cleanse. I mean, it's a bit different. They don't have the snow stick. They're also going to be removing some of the debuffs, but maybe not all of them. We seem to be inflicting more poison than they can remove currently. We are running into stamina issues, which means this doesn't heal us. Oh, I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake. I mean, luckily... I shouldn't speak too soon. Luckily, we managed to pull through there. I'm kind of okay if we do survival and lose 2 rounds in a row and then we only gain +1 rank, as opposed to just gaining 6 rank. So I want to do survival. We need... Jesus Christ. We need stamina. And we probably want to take you out or put you here. And switch out a weapon. I think that, yeah, removing Hero Sword sounds like a better idea than the torch. Because at least the torch is scaling some damage. We can also put you here. Like so, I guess? Like so, I guess? Shelly's going to have a big boy heal. We can then switch you around with that. Put you there and put you here. You can go back there so you hit 3 things, that's fine. Food can go back up here somewhere so you hit all the food, that's also fine. This needs to hit all the dark items. Oh, I can't hit all the dark items. I guess it's just going to have to live with hitting 2 and not 3. Or we just do that instead. Because you're not hitting anything. We can probably put you there as well, so you're in a fanny pack, so you attack a bit faster. You're also a weapon, so we can scale you. Swap badge with Shelly. Oh, which one's better? 10, 20, 48, 12. That'll heal for 32 every 13 seconds, but Shelly's healing for 40 every 12 seconds. And Shelly's in a fanny pack. I think that's possibly better. You no longer hit all 3 things. You now hit all 3 things. We could also lamp... No, we can't. That doesn't need to be buffed. Then the Burning Torch again, it's just there for the sake of being there. It doesn't need to be like buffed or anything. And I guess you can go there so you strip more buffs. We have a 4 slot available. I'm not really seeing where I put it, so I think we sell it. Hero Sword can now be sold. Staff doesn't get a socket, which is fair enough. We have a banana, which could go hard. Like that. Use 13 health to gain 3 mana and inflict 1 blind. You want to absolutely go somewhere in the bag. It may end up killing us, but I think that is probably a good idea. You can probably go where the banana lives. We don't gain as much max health, but I think that's fine. You're now hitting both the things you need to hit. And this is now giving us a good amount of mana, which means this is on fire. Our stamina is medium, we're using 1.4, so we will eventually run into stamina problems. Reduce opponent's healing, chance to resist, or mana gain gives us armor. I do very much like the blue buff. Not that it's giving us much armor. The burning coal in the weapon is kind of crap, to be fair. That might be better in there, so we resist 5 frost and we gain 15 armor. And then this I think goes in the whelp, so we're stripping debuffs. I think putting poison on them is better than stripping debuffs on a faster weapon. We can't get the banana anywhere unless we mess around a bit. Oh, that's a shame. Like so? Unless we do that. Nope, that still didn't do what I was hoping it was going to do. You're food? You're a spell. Kinda want the cupcake hitting more food. Did I just mess that up? Was it hitting 4 before? I mean, that means it hits more max health, which is going to scale our max health, which is beneficial. This is also going to give us max health when we fall low enough, and then this is giving us loads of armor depending on our max health. The cupcake is only hitting 2 food items, though. If we get blueberries, ooh, blueberries, we can put them there. We got nowhere else to put this in a socket, so we're going to sell the lower one. We could also buy you, and if we bought you, you would want to be somewhere over here. Like there, but then shielded isn't going to go in anywhere. Or we just sacrifice the banana. I don't think we buy that right now. Oh, we can buy a fanny pack as well. I kind of feel like we're going to roll once. We're going to roll once. That's more mana gen. That's exactly what we want. And then we hold off on buying this. Another scroll of purity as well. Interesting. I think this is good because it means we're going to get more mana generation. I mean, this is giving us 3 now every 3 seconds, so I think that should be enough for this to use what it needs, for this to use what it needs, and for this to use what it... Wow, this is 5. What else have we got here? Everything's hitting what it needs to hit. The staff or wand a faster trigger. The staff's 2 seconds, and the wands are 3.3, so staff is better for the goob. Devouring Sphere is also pretty quick, although a carrot is 2.7, but I'm hoping after they have like 3 blind, then this will trigger faster. 2% faster for each blind. It's just if they remove their blind, then we're down 0.2 seconds, but I think that's okay. And then this is 2.4, so I think at the moment we've got everything that's fast triggering. We could put the whelp down because that's 2.1, but then again it means messing around with all the bag space. I think this is okay. Oil lamps on the whelp, I think that's fine. It is dealing more damage and it's going to scale quicker than the torch. This has a 30% chance to gain 1 damage, so I think that's alright. One last wait, let's go for it. Let's have a quick coffee. Food amulet in the rock bag. Here. It doesn't matter, it still hits everything there, right? And this doesn't need to go anywhere, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, hits all food. Currently, I mean, you got to ask these things, haven't you? You got to check. If it was missing the cupcake, then yeah, we'd absolutely be switching that around. But yeah, it's just touching everything. Oh, it's not quite short on the banana. Let's send it. Let's see how we go. Cupcake goo with 40% faster attack speed and everything. They're gonna have loads of mana because of the owls. They're also cleansing all the blinds. So once again, we've run into a build that people seem to know what they're doing and cleansing quite well. They're also gaining crazy in power, so their weapons are going to hit quite hard, but they are out of stamina. And our healing staff is healing for 38 every 2 seconds. Brilliant. Every 1.33 seconds, 0.87 seconds, 1.88 and 1.6. So again, this could be better as opposed to the devouring sphere, but I kind of think that's okay. 1.29. So even here, I mean, these are touching 2 foods. Technically 2 carrots here would be better. Or a carrot up that side, a carrot this side. Holy armor indeed. We could do that. We could put you there and we could put you here. This loses +4 healing because it's no longer touching the dark item. This needs to be in that bag so it has a duplication of the debuff it's inflicting. And now you're only hitting 1 food, so you're going to be slightly slower. You're also hitting 1 food, so you're going to be slightly slow, but it does mean the goop's triggering more often, which is giving us more heal, which is giving us more overheal. I think... I think that was better. I mean, it wasn't, slightly, because these are slightly faster, but I think that is better. Because the extra healing that we're going to get very, very, like 0.3 of a second quicker, I don't know if that's going to off-scale the +4 that we lose. So I think that's probably better, as we had it. But we'll find out, I guess. We've gained a bunch of armor. This is where I'd be quite happy to put you here. But we need bag space, so... we're going to sell this, although... no, that doesn't work. We sell the fire, we don't need it. Yeah, we don't need that. We sell Sir Sand, I don't think we need it. We sell the dagger, we don't need it. We got a small gemstone, again, don't think we need it. We no longer reserve this because we have nowhere to put it. Although, is that better than the carrot? Nah, it's not. We roll for bag space, we got a 3 slotter. Can we get the 3 slotter in? I mean, it's technically this bag, but a little bit bigger. And we could do that. Move you down 1. Refund the buffs they use. Does that refund health? It doesn't refund health. We could then do this. Oh, but then that wants to go there. I mean, effectively we've lost more bag space than we've gained, right? Do that and buy the 3 slot? That can go anywhere. Shielded needs to be down there for the armor, and that can go here. Okay, that was pretty quick, but how are we looking? This is hitting 3 things. It can only hit 3 things unless it moves places completely, in which case, I mean, it still can't really hit a lot of things here. So 3 things is fine. You're hitting the only thing that you need to hit, that you're near at least. I mean, we could move Shelly around, but we're not going to. You're hitting 2 things, which is absolutely fine. Again, Shelly, but it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Cupcake's hitting 2 food. You're both hitting 1 food. We don't have anywhere to put the banana. Shielded is hitting both of the armors that it needs to hit. So this is triggering faster. This has a higher % chance to block. This technically we could get rid of, but we do resist 6 debuffs and we do inflict 4 random debuffs right off the bat, which I think is kind of nice. We do have stamina issues eventually. Is this where we sell this armor for 7 and we buy you? for 12. No, because you don't give more armor. I think that's okay. I think we sell the banana because we ain't got nowhere to put you. And I think we send it. We do have a bag space. We could buy that. So after 5 seconds we enter battle rage for 4 seconds and we just gain a spike, but it doesn't really do a lot. So I think we roll once. I mean, I'd really like a blueberry. Max health, that's kind of nice. It is costing mana though, I don't want to do that. We're going to roll once more. There's the blueberries we wanted, we bang them there. Would book next to false life be better? This one here? Ooh, it would be better there. You still touch 3 items. We can move the scroll up to there instead and move you there, so you're now touching 4 items. You're still touching 2 light items. That's fine, and you're now touching 4. Well played with the book. Oh, and yeah. The book can now hit 2 things. Yeah, so that's fine as well. 4 items. Every food's being touched. We probably want more mana gain than we do... Oh, that's healing for 10 though. I think the cupcake is probably better like that. I was trying to get the carrot here, but I don't think that's going to be the play. Unless we spin the carrot around, actually, and do that instead. Both the carrots are only touching 1 food each, but I think that's okay. They're a lot quicker than the cupcake and the blueberries, so I feel like the 10% increase on these 2 is more important. Yeah, alright. I think that's the play. Have you hitting 2 things before? No, hitting 1. Alright, I think I'm happy with that. We don't need any of this. We don't need to reserve anything. We send it. I feel pretty good about this build right now. Not against a heat build, mind you. That's pretty dangerous. Because they will scale loads of heat, and then they'll just have way better attack and cooldowns on everything, and then we won't be able to, like, yeah, we already are not getting any max health. A bunch of armor, a bunch of max health gain. We really need Turtle to fire once more, but again, heat builds are crazy strong unless we can remove the heat. 180 heat, that's crazy. Oh, they're also using a present, which is nice. Alright. Okay. Gain 30 armor, items gain 40 armor, we gain an Empower. I didn't pay attention to the mana gain, but I kind of feel like this is better than blueberries. Because that means we're gaining 30 armor at the start of battle, and when we gain 40 armor, which is at least once, twice, if not 3 times, because this gives 30% more armor. Oh, ideally this wants to be touching both the armor pieces. I think that is better play. This gains 110 armor, and when we're below 50% health, we gain armor equal to 40% of our missing health once. So this is going to double scale on the stone armor. Oh, items use plus 20% stamina is not great for us. And I would also like this to touch the armor over here, but it's not gonna. Yeah, alright, I think that's fine. Broccoli's nice, we don't have anywhere to put it. Is it better than the carrot? Probably not, we're going to sell it. Chili's not bad. I don't think we gain 10 heat, so I think the carrots are probably better. We don't have any... Oh, we do have luck generation over there. Alright, I think we sell the chili. I don't know if we put the blueberry anywhere, so I think we sell the blueberry. We sell the stone, we sell the bow, and then we have a quick scan of what we can get. The book here would be nice. Is... Carrot hit the cupcake. We can move these 2 across one. Yeah. That's fine. I'm kind of tempted to remove a carrot for this book. I'm not going to lie. Use 1 mana to gain a rejuvenation and heal for 10. As opposed to cleanse 1 debuff. And if we have at least 4 luck, which we will, but it will take us a moment, we then gain an empower. Kind of feel like a book's better than the carrot. I'm going to risk that. I'm going to sell the carrot. I'm going to roll again. A mana orb would be nice, but we just don't have anywhere to put you. Nope. I guess at this point, I don't even know what we'd need or what we'd be looking for. And there is a bit of a stream delay, so, well there isn't, but there is like 5 seconds or something, so I'm just going to keep rolling, I think. We don't need any of this, we're going to roll again. We've got another cupcake. Is another cupcake better than a carrot? Probably not. Because we do want to cleanse debuffs. This is cleansing 3 debuffs. But chances are, at this late stage of the game, we are probably going to get more than the 1 debuff, or the more than 3 debuffs every 3 seconds. I kind of want a cupcake, though. What buff are we going to have the most of? Probably mana at this point. Mana or rejuvenation is probably what we're going to have the most. Well, or luck, I guess. One of these, yeah, one of these. I'm going to say we buy the... Oh, we've only got 7 gold as well. No, we're not going to buy the cupcake then. I was going to get a cupcake, but... we can't, there's not another single item we can get. If we sell this for 2, I guess we can get a sand and a cupcake, but I don't really think that's necessary. So I think the carrot's going to be better than the cupcake and the sand. So we send it for the last game. Let's hope it's not a Reaper. It's not a Reaper. Fantastic. This is a bit of a weird build. They must have a bag of giving like we do. They do indeed. They've also got a turtle, but no shield. So they're not really stripping our blind we're putting on them. They are a little bit. We are ramping max health, we're ramping armor, we should win this. Although the tides have just turned. Interesting. I'm not sure who's going to win this. They've got way more heat than us, they're going to win. We don't have the damage to kill them. I mean, yeah. We can't beat a heat of 300 plus. We're hanging in there, but yeah, okay. So if we had had a better weapon, we may have been able to beat them here, but they had 2,500 max health and 500 armor with 326 heat. Again, the torch was hitting for 131 to 132 damage because we had 119 in power. The whelp was also hitting for 140 to 146, 141 to 146. Yeah. That's a good item. Every 0 points... Oh, it's not that great an item. It's because I've got 326 heat. Yeah. I mean, even the turtles, every 1.66 seconds. Gain 50 armor plus 20% of your maximum health with 2,500 max health. Yeah, okay. That was a pretty good build we went against. I don't think we're going to gain much rank. We might even lose some. We gain +2. Okay. So we're currently in Diamond. Interesting times.